times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. Everybody pray for me. It been that day for me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup something. She said, come allowances, but listen, none of this is counting. It's the round counting this. I was young, but why you counting this? In fact, I'm down with this. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest for. My left stroke just went viral. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wrote the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was winning. Flexing on it, some like Papa on the spinach. Doubling it, that's my team. Jose the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type cannon, meal casting, grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my head on my toes. Cause these want me dead, and I gotta make it back. They gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money, yeah, your friends turn to your enemies. And when this beef, I turn my enemies to memories. With them, they go for 40, ain't no 10 to keep. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Nick, and if I lose, they done pretty. Go still my. It was something about that rolling when he first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that dope boy when he first touched that. I'm gone.
Icemen fans, get on your feet and welcome to the ice, your Jacksonville Icemen. Let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your Icemen. On defense, number 2, Jacob Friend. Also on defense, number 74, Brandon Fortunato. At forward, number 12, James Sanchez. At forward, number 22, Ara Nazarian. At forward, number 39, Abbott Gerdukis. And in goal tonight for your Icemen, number 33, Francois Broussard. Jacksonville is coached by Nick Luco. The assistant coach is Brandon Mashinter.
Good evening, everyone. It is time. The Kelly Cup playoffs are upon us. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Arlie Johnson. This evening, it is game 1 of round 1. The Jacksonville Icemen, as the number 3 seed in the South Division, are facing the Atlanta Gladiators, the number 2 seed here in Jacksonville in the first game of a best-of-7 series. We'll have your opening face-off in just a moment, but first, let's bring you down to ice level for the singing of your national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fans, let's hear it.
Oh, that was sensational. It is hockey time in downtown Jacksonville. What a series we have set up for you as well. Jacksonville finished the regular season at 40 wins on the dot. 40 wins, 27 losses, 3 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. For Atlanta, they went down to the final game of the regular season, really the final period of the regular season, to finally fall into second place as they ended with a mark of 43 wins, 24 losses, 4 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss for the Gladiators. The season series this year, 11 games played between these two clubs. The Icemen were 4-5-2 against Atlanta. For the Gladiators, 7-3-1 against Jacksonville. Very close series. 5 of the 11 games were decided by 1 goal. 3 of the games were decided in overtime or a shootout. And also 7 of those 11 games were played in Atlanta. So Jacksonville only hosted the Gladiators 4 times all year. They were 2-1-1 on home ice against Atlanta. And that's where this series will be for the first 4 games of this series. Remember, Atlanta with a building conflict. They have Disney on ice in their arena for the next 10, 11 days. So it's the first 4 in Jacksonville. The last 3, if necessary, are in Atlanta. 2-referee system in the playoffs. Great to see. Nolan Bloyer and Jake Jackson are your referees. Your 2 linesmen, Cole Rui and Brady Fagan. Jacksonville choosing to go with their gray jerseys tonight. They've only donned them a couple of times all year long. I think they're holding them out for a special occasion or a game that they gotta have. So they're going with the gray jerseys with the cobalt blue up top, cobalt blue numbers, a little white trim, and the script Jacks in front. For Atlanta, they are in their navy blue uniforms with gold trim, gold numbers. Their goaltender tonight is Chris Nell. For Jacksonville, it is newly named ECHL Goaltender of the Year, Francois Brassard. He led the entire ECHL in goals against average at 2.19. The puck is down. Atlanta plays it out of their own zone into the Icemen end, and we are underway. Thank you again so much for being with us tonight, whether it be on Mixlr or on flowhockey.tv. It's Jacksonville from center ice, trying to play it in deep. Instead, it's Nazarian looking for Sanchez, but it goes off a skate, and the Gladiators will dump it in. Taking a hit on the play is Cody Sylvester from Jacob Friend, as Francois Brassard, the goaltender, plays it for Abbott Gerdukas. Gerdukas can't play it in deep. The Glads will throw it back in. Brassard leaving the puck for Brandon Fortunato. It is Fortunato dishing to the right for Luke Lynch. Lynch gets to center. He'll rim it around. Nell stays in his crease, comes all the way to the far side. Comes to Eric Neely for Atlanta. Can't clear it out yet, but a second whack at it from their captain, Derek Nesbitt, does work it free, and the Icemen regroup from center. Wrister in from center ice, and it's gloved down by Nell. Gladiators rim it around the wall. They deflect it away, and here comes Atlanta through center ice. Holscher avoids a hit from Berzola. Holscher looks to center, but a great defensive play by Jacob Panetta dislodges the puck, and the Icemen will break out. It's Panetta, the defenseman, starting the rush, 2-on-2 for the moment. He'll backhand it in, a bouncer on net, and then Panetta tries to center. Nell couldn't handle that puck very well at all. It trickles to the blue line. It's held in briefly by Jacksonville, throwing it to an open wing. Atlanta takes it from there, and they'll knock it into the Icemen zone. Jacksonville on the puck. It is Craig Martin, the team's leading scorer for the Icemen. Flipping it up the middle for Berzola, then to the right wing. It is Ben Howarchuk. Cross ice looking. McEnany takes it off the kick plates and will rim it around. 2 minutes gone by. We have not had a stoppage in play yet. We are still scoreless. Jacksonville with a centering feed. It's deflected. Howarchuk gets it back at the near side wall, feeding it into the corner for Harris. Tripped up on the play, no call. Works to an open side. Giles gets a one-timer away. Save made by Nell. Rebound goes high, and a stick blade goes flying into the air. Jacksonville keeps the puck. It is Martin unable to get the shot away. Atlanta skates out to center. McAvoy over the blue line onside. Tripped up on the play, and the Icemen pull it away. Here comes Ben Howarchuk, slingshotting around the back of his net. Dishing to the left side. Onside is Harris. Shot on net. Save is made. Rebound is loose. It's cleared away by Atlanta. Not out yet. Fortunato into the bumper. Sanchez couldn't handle the pass. He gets it back at the near side wall. Tries the drop pass. That's intercepted. Held back in. Sanchez again. Centering feed. Deflects on net. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Where is it? It ends up behind the net. Great pressure there from Jacksonville as both Gerdukas and Sanchez get a chance at it. Atlanta pulls it away. They'll loft it high into the air, bouncing at the Jacksonville blue line for Jacob Friend. We still haven't had a whistle. We're over 3 minutes in. It is Sanchez trying to clear in, delayed offside. Atlanta plays it ahead. It is Hugo Waugh. Waugh at center ice. He'll dump it into the Jacksonville zone, and Jacob Friend collects for the Icemen. Long lead pass up the left. It's Ian McKinnon trying to beat his man wide, held up there by Atlanta's Xavier Bernard. Gladiators up the wall, getting a piece of it is Zach Berzola. It's held in on the turnover. McKinnon got his stick lifted and a penalty coming. This is gonna be on the Gladiators. Slashing is the call against Atlanta, and the first whistle of this game comes almost 3.5 minutes in, and it results in a penalty to Atlanta. Making the call there was Nolan Bloyer, and into the box steps Xavier Bernard, and a power play for Jacksonville. The Icemen power play was not at its best, especially later in the year. They finished 26th out of 27 teams at 15.4%. Atlanta's penalty kill, 5th overall in the ECHL at 83.9%. But it's a different season now. The postseason is underway, and let's see if the postseason power play performs better than the regular season. Face-off is to the left of Nell, tied up into the corner. Nazarian tries to dig it free. Instead, it's Atlanta getting it loose, and Sylvester will play it all the way back behind the Jacksonville net. That's where Jacob Panetta will take over for the Icemen. Panetta drifting to the right. He'll feed Nazarian. He'll redirect into the zone. Graves and Harris battle for it there. Nazarian tries to poke it loose. He does get it free. Knocking it loose for Gerdukas back behind the net. Atlanta knocks it loose. They will skate with it. Coming out of the zone for the Gladiators is Eric Neely. Atlanta does have 19 shorthanded goals this year. That is second overall in the league. As Neely gets a shot away, it's deflected out of play. And the faceoff will be in the Jacksonville zone with 1:24 to go on their power play. It's going to be Luke Lynch on the draw against Derek Nesbitt. Nesbitt tries to get a shot away right off the draw, and Broussard actually had to steer it aside into the corner. Jacksonville pries it loose. Now here come the Icemen on the power play. It is Fortunato with a drop pass. Dangerous, but it connects with Sanchez, and Luke Lynch will forehand it in. Nell behind his net tries to play it around the wall. It does go by everybody and all the way out. Fortunato back in his own zone. Still a minute to go on this power play. Not much doing thus far for Jacksonville. Second power play unit is now on for the Icemen. It's Derek Lodermeyer. Gains the line cleanly. Dishes to the left. Rister on net. Save is made by Nell. Rebound for Sanchez. Throws it up high. Fortunato a Rister. Save is made again by Nell. Rebound for Jacob Friend. Friend, cross ice. A good look for Sanchez at the right circle. Rister in a screen. Another save by Nell. So 3 quick shots there from the Icemen, but Chris Nell able to save them all. They were all along the perimeter as Jacksonville is looking for some traffic in front. And the Icemen will send out their top power play unit again. Still have 38 seconds to go on this man advantage. It'll be Abbott Gerdukas on the faceoff for Jacksonville, trying to win it back to the line to Jacob Panetta. It is Atlanta controlling, however, turning and rifling it out for the Gladiators is Greg Campbell. Joe's just to the right of Broussard. Broussard will knock it free to an open wing for Gerdukas. 27 seconds remain on this power play for the Icemen. It's Gerdukas through center ice, gains the red line, then the blue. Tries a self-pass off the boards, tripped up on the play, no call. Icemen get the puck back. It is Martin to the blue line for Panetta. Walks the line and then feeds Nazarian. Back for Panetta, center point, slap shot. Glove save is made by Nell. Saw it all the way, and the draw will come into the Atlanta zone. So the Icemen with only 10 seconds left on this power play. They have not capitalized on it yet, but I love the fact that they are putting the puck on net. The Icemen already up to 8 shots on goal for the game, at least 4 of them on this power play. They're out shooting Atlanta 8-0. So even if this power play doesn't convert, if nothing else, it appears they've built a little momentum, and hopefully that will carry over into the first goal of the game. Gladiators win the faceoff. Held in at the near side boards by Derek Lodermeyer. It goes into the corner as teams go to full strength out of the penalty box for the Gladiators. We're 5-on-5. Berzola loses the handle. Foot race for the puck back at the Jacksonville line. And Jacob Panetta beats Bernard to the puck. It's Travis Howe softly into the zone, trying to set up McKinnon. Tapadic works it free. Brazola gloves it down to his stick and holds it in. It is Lodermeyer, turnaround shot that's blocked in front. Bouncing puck, tapped out of the zone by the Gladiators. And Austin McEnany tracks it down for Jacksonville. Cross ice look. Brazola behind his own net. Nearly gave it up. Gets it right back, however. On his backhand, he'll circle into the corner to give himself some more space. It's McEnany. Indirect feed for Howe. Are they going to call this icing? Yes, they will. Howe could not get a piece of it. And the faceoff will be in the Jacksonville end. Just over 6 minutes gone by. The Icemen unable to convert on an early power play chance, but they're out shooting Atlanta 8-0 in the early going. Faceoff is to the right of Francois Brassard. What a year he has had for Jacksonville. Brassard this year, an incredible mark for Jacksonville, 2.19 goals against average, tops in the entire ECHL. Gladiators win the faceoff, but it goes between the point men and all the way into their own zone. Derek Tapadic tries to flip it ahead, goes back into the Icemen zone. First on it is the Icemen's Sean Giles. He'll tap it off the end boards for McEnany. Good look to send away Harris. Trying for the indirect feed. It is Martin on the shot on goal. Kick save is made. Rebound comes back to the blue line. Giles can't quite hold it in. It was just out of his reach. What a setup that was. That indirect feed to Brendan Harris from Austin McEnany was a thing of beauty as the puck is drifting into the Atlanta zone again. Cody Sylvester has it. Tries to flip it cross ice. Sheen couldn't get the hold of it. And the Icemen try to break it back in. It is Martin by himself for the moment. Gives it up to Atlanta. Gladiators through the neutral zone. Good stick handling there from Sylvester. He's into the zone onside. Drop pass and a one-timer saved by Brassard. Rebound and another save made by Brassard. It bounces back to the blue line. And that's the first chance that the Gladiators have had on net all game thus far. Atlanta does hold it in. Campbell at the right point. Plays it around the boards. Comes to the near side for Nazarian. Nazarian double teamed on the play. He'll rim it around to the opposite wing. Sylvester is on it. He'll play it down low for Gabe Gertler for Atlanta. They'll cycle the puck. Hugo Waugh to the left face-off circle. Turnaround shot saved by Brassard. Rebound for Atlanta. Gertler unable to get the pass away. Great defense there from Sean Giles. Giles pinning it up against the wall. Man flips it into the corner. It is Giles for Howarchuk. Howarchuk will just turn and rifle it out. Foot race for the puck. Can Jacksonville get there? No, it'll be icing against Jacksonville. Face off in the Icemen zone with 12:11 to go as we bring in my broadcast partner, Alex Reed, who was on assignment early on in game one, but we've got you up here, Reeder. And the intensity is palpable right now, Reeder, with this game. Game one, round one. You want to set the tone early, not just in the first period, but hopefully the opening game victory in the first round of the series.
Yeah, obviously Icemen have a great opportunity right now here with the first 4 games of this series. You know, it's tough. I know Atlanta's not happy about it, but it's the cards they're dealt. Jacksonville has this opportunity. They got to try to take advantage of it. But if you're Atlanta, if you can come out of town here with 2 wins even, you kind of almost get that home ice back in your favor with the last 3 games of the series scheduled to be played in their home ice.
So for the Icemen, again, they really have to get off to a good start here. You almost think, and we talked about this in our podcast, we had a podcast a couple days ago that got released, that if you're the Icemen and your best chance to win this series is to win it early because you have to take advantage of this very unusual format with the first 4 games at home. I got to think 2 out of 4 could be manageable, but realistically, you want to take 3 of these or maybe even sweep it.
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal there. And again, this is going to be a tight series, and we expect that. It's been a tight regular season series, but you're right. Jacksonville need to at least come away with 3 of the 4 in my mind here, Arlie. You don't want to send Atlanta back home with any kind of momentum. They're already kind of probably got mentally, they're upset about the fact they got to start on the road and really make 2 separate trips here and back, Arlie. They're
right.
After tomorrow night's game, they're heading back to Duluth and then coming back next week for the game. So they've got to do a little bit of traveling here while the Icemen's sitting pretty here at home. Jacksonville could really make it easy on themselves if they could take care of it in 4, and then they won't have to travel for quite some time longer, which would be fine after that 9-game road trip. I think the team would be okay with that.
Another thing that I'd like to touch on, although we'll get to the game in a moment, is the discrepancy between man games played in the playoffs between Atlanta and Jacksonville. Skaters only we're talking about, that it is a wide discrepancy heavily in favor of the Gladiators.
Yeah, it really is. Just based on ECHL ECHL and AHL playoff games played. It is Atlanta with 117 games played in the playoffs for the Icemen. Just 3 guys, totaling 13 games.
Amazing.
Yeah, so veteran versus youth, let's say. Although if you add the goaltenders in, Charles Williams, he's appeared in 20, so that brings it up a little bit. But only 3 players, Austin McEnany, Travis Howe, and of course Zach Berzola, the 3 players for Jacksonville as far as skaters are concerned that have played in a pro playoff game.
We are back to hockey here. Jacksonville tries to play out of their zone. They get it free. It's Aaron Nazarian through the neutral zone, trying to beat Nesbitt wide. Nesbitt playing defense here as Nell makes a save with the right leg. Held in by Sanchez. He'll rim it around all the way to the right point. McEnany winds and fires. Deflected, and a save is made. Nazarian got a piece of it. Chris Nell looking very sharp early on here for Atlanta. Huge hit from Nazarian. He just walloped a man right into the glass as Atlanta clears out. Jacksonville right back in. They'll rim it around. A line change here for the Icemen. Lodermeyer lays the blumber onto Padage as the Gladiators again play it out to center. Bouncing puck there in the neutral zone. Gladiators try to clear him, but they're going to call a hand pass here against Atlanta with 10:53 to go in the first period. And at Jacksonville, already at 11 shots on net. I have to assume the message from head coach Nick Luco and Brandon Mashinter is get that puck on net. You want to try and get as many opportunities. There's no such thing as a bad shot, especially in playoff hockey.
Absolutely, it's a perfect scenario there. You know, just get shots on goal. Again, there don't need to be pretty goals. You don't need to swing it wide. Look for the perfect play. Just get it to the net. Allow for maybe a second chance opportunity. Because a lot of those goals you see in playoff hockey, they're around the net, they're in front, they're off second chance opportunities. They're usually not the prettiest of goals, and Jacksonville will take them how they can get them. And one way to do it, as you said, Arlie, just get the shots and get the puck to the net.
Atlanta into the zone. It's McAvoy with a wrister up high. Brassard makes a save with the left shoulder. It goes behind the Jacksonville net. Giles pokes it free to the far side wall. Yoder holds it in there. Tipped away from Bates by Jacksonville's Luke Lynch. Taking a hit there as McEnany trying to clear it out. Couldn't do it yet, but the Icemen have possession once more. It's Giles behind his cage. Waits for McEnany to skate by Atlanta. Chooses to change up. Lynch up ahead. Howe deflects in this time. Howarchuk gives chase. Bernard beats him by a stride. Throwing it around for Hugo Watt, center ice. Martin gets a piece of it. Could have been too many men on the ice against Jacksonville. They did not call it. It was close either way as Jacksonville taps it into the zone. Here's Harris fighting for the puck. Bernard beats him to it. Forechecking in now. Jacksonville gets the puck free. Can they center? No. Waugh got a piece of it. He'll play it to the far side for Sheen. Sheen will roll it out on the forehand. No icing here. Doesn't quite reach the goal line. Down to 9:34 to go in the first period. Still scoreless here. Game 1 of the South Division semifinals. First round playoff series. Jacksonville nothing, Atlanta nothing. Icemen lose it at center ice. Foot race for the puck. Atlanta comes away with it. Sheen with a breakaway. To the forehand and a score. Sang-Eun Sheen has scored for Atlanta. Picking a defenseman's pocket and going in uncontested. 9:19 to go in the first period. And the Gladiators draw first blood.
Yeah, it seems as if Atlanta's had a lot of success scoring goals with pressure up high in those situations, challenging the point men, challenging those defensemen in those situations, trying to hold it in. You catch them flat-footed, and you're full steam ahead. We've seen a lot of shorthanded goals scored by Atlanta against Jacksonville in this fashion. This one won't be shorthanded, but it's a very similar play. And Sheen, who's been a terrific pickup for Atlanta this season, he comes in with the play. He's able to finish it off, and the first big play goes to the Gladiators.
Jacksonville has played very well, but now they are trailing, and they're going to have to be the team that comes from behind in this contest. Unassisted goal for Sang-Eun Sheen, his first of the playoffs, of course, at 10:41, and the Icemen back in their own end. It is Berzola moving it wing to wing. Up the wall, James Sanchez from center. He'll forehand in. Nazarian gives chase. Nell will play it to the near side deflection. Jacksonville holds it in. Nazarian looked to center instead of shooting. Couldn't find Gerdukas on the play. Comes back around to the far side corner. I wasn't sure if Nazarian was trying to pass that puck or maybe he just kind of lost the handle as he tried to spin and turn it and put it on goal. Either way, it went off the toe of his stick, and the Icemen come away without an opportunity there. Now it's the Gladiators back in. Holscher plays it down low. Ian McKinnon loses it behind the net, but Gerdukas is there to help him out. The Icemen skate out. It's Gerdukas Good cross ice look for McKinnon. He's over the blue line. McKinnon looking to go wide on Turner. Beats him. Shot on goal. Maybe off the side of the net. McKinnon gets it right back. Into the bumper, it's Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer gives it up there. Atlanta tries to clear it away, and it's not able to be held in by Luke Lynch. What an opportunity that was. It jumped just over his stick.
Yeah, just skipped over the stick there. He was looking to grab it and then go take a couple strides and shoot, which is the right and effective play in that situation, but the puck didn't cooperate. That thing had some skip to it and just went the other way.
Icing called against Atlanta. 7:56 to go in the first period. It's Atlanta 1, Jacksonville nothing. Derek Lodermeyer trying to win the faceoff back to Sean Giles. Unable to do so. Atlanta takes it. They'll play it to center. Giles looked to drop it right back in, but it goes off a man in the Gladiator bench, and we will take a break in the action. Sang-Eun Sheen has put Atlanta up 1-0 midway through the first period. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
We are back. Thank you so much for being with us again tonight. Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed. Game 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs, first round action. The Icemen down 1-0 in the early going. 7:50 to go in the first period. Collision at center ice, but Atlanta comes away with the puck. Right wing side, centering feed, deflected behind the net by Brandon Fortunato. Fortunato moves it to the near side boards. Luke Lynch tries to kick it away from Gertler. Still working it to the blue line, held in there by Turner. Comes hot off the boards, and McKinnon tips it back to the line. Still not out yet, though. Brassard now behind his net. He'll rim it around. Good work there for McKinnon. He will get it to the blue line. Again, not out. Jacksonville with another chance at it. This time McKinnon does bounce it off a man, and finally out to center ice. Bernard looks to move it free. Nice work there by Luke Lynch, setting away Harris. Harris over the blue line. Wrister is blocked. Harris gets it right back. Harris on his backhand, tapping it into the corner. Howardchuk gives chase. Big hit by Howardchuk. Bernard coming away with the puck, however, for Atlanta. Backhands it off the wall. Is it out? Is it delay of game? Did it hit the glass or no? Hard to tell. They're going to consult over it, whether it's a delay of game against Atlanta or not. It looked like it hit right where the short glass meets the tall glass reader. Not sure if it hit the netting or maybe the stanchion that separates the two, or if it hit nothing at all.
Well, you got a 4-man crew here, and again, that's what happens here in the Kelly Cup playoffs. The 2-referee system will be for every playoff game, and we'll see what the call here is, and I think it is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to call it for delay of game, so a second power play for Jacksonville, and the Icemen have got to find a way for this power play to click. It was a good first power play, 4 shots on goal, but now that you're down by 1, time to get some results.
Yeah, it is, and Arlie, we talked about this was the one scary part about the Icemen, and we figured this series would be close, a lot of tight games, and how important special teams play a role in tight games. And this power play, which has just had its woes here in the last month and a half or so of the season, finishing 26th in the league. Not anything really to be proud of, but it's a chance for a clean start here. But this club, they've been working on it. I know that for a fact here in the practices, but they've got to make them count. And another opportunity right here to try to even up this game.
Atlanta wins the faceoff at the blue line. Panetta is able to hold it in. It's Harris playing it down low. Nazarian with a backhand or between the legs pass, but it was blocked by Atlanta and cleared out. The Icemen like putting that player down low just to the glove side of the goaltender, where he can maybe try a stuff attempt or maybe try to center. He tried to center, couldn't get it free. Icemen with a clean entry right back in. It's Pineda for Martin. He'll curl at the line, leaving it for Gerdukis at the circle. Pineda, one-timer. Save is made, no rebound for Nell, who has now saved all 12 shots that has come his way.
Yeah, he has, and I like that play there, and that shot selection there by Pineda. He had an open lane, went for the one-timer there at the blue line. There was traffic at least going to the net. That's the right idea, the right play. Jacksonville needs to continue to do more of that, get some traffic to the net there, and obviously the point men not being too afraid or reluctant to take some shots. Go for it if you got the lane.
Brendan Harris waved out of the draw. Abbott Gerdukis will come in and take it instead. Gerdukis, Brendan Harris, and Aaron Nazarian up front at the blue line. It is Craig Martin as a fourth forward, along with Jacob Pineda. Gladiators win the faceoff. They'll slam it around the wall. Not out yet. Now on a second attempt, they do get it to center. Pineda drifting back to his own line. Curls away from Nesbitt. Remember, Atlanta's very dangerous when shorthanded too, so the Icemen have to be cognizant of that. Redirecting into the Atlanta zone is Abbott Gerdukis. Bernard gives it up to Harris. Harris tries to jam at it with one hand on the stick. Atlanta looks to clear. They hog tie a man as they clear it out of the zone. No call that time, as it looked like referee Jake Jackson was right on top of it, but elected not to call it. Jacksonville back into the zone. It's Harris looking into the bumper. It is Martin forehanded. He put it wide. What a great setup that was, but the Icemen couldn't put it on frame. Jacksonville does hold it in. It is Gerdukis hit from behind by Atlanta. Tries to get it back, looking to knock it free. He'll try the opposite wing, hustling for it. There is Harris. Harris holds it in. Nazarian behind the net. Graves chops it up the boards. It goes out of play. 26 seconds to go. There was a deflection off the glass, so not another delay of game penalty here. What a setup that was for Craig Martin. He just couldn't put it on goal.
Yeah, that's difference in execution right there, in the chance there by Sheen on the breakaway, finished opportunity, and Martin, who has had a fantastic season, a club record season with the 60 points, tying Wasey Rabbit for that club record. But that was a golden opportunity. He just couldn't convert. Didn't get it on goal either. Just kind of buzzed that one high. A little bit too much lift there. And you know that Martin's going to want to have that one back.
The Icemen have Jacob Friend up front. We saw this in the last week of the regular season, putting the big fella up front on the power play. Jacksonville wins the draw, but we have a whistle and a penalty on the Icemen. Interference right off the draw, and it's exactly who we were just talking about. Jacob Friend going into the penalty box as he ran a pick play, I think, for Brandon Fortunato, and it's going to be 4-on-4 for 23 more seconds. After that, Atlanta goes to the power play.
Yeah, they will, and they'll get a relatively shortened power play, but still plenty of time to get an opportunity here for their opportunity right now. Already leading 1-0, and what they're hoping will be an opportunity to try to add to the lead in that circumstance.
So this is a big moment here for Jacksonville, making sure they stay within one. You do not want to fall behind by multiple goals to this Atlanta club. They're very sound defensively also. They've got a great goaltending tandem in Chris Nell along with Joe Murdaka. 4-on-4 for the moment as Broussard makes a save and a screen. That was a bit of a tester as well.
Yeah.
And he'll make the glove stop, and we'll drop it back to his right side again.
Very innocent, almost nonchalant looking play there as they were flipping that one towards the goal. Wasn't much to it, but it was a little bit challenging with the traffic in front, but Broussard did a great job managing it and seeing it.
We have a stoppage in play while we're at even strength. 5:17 to go in the first period. Jacksonville trails 1-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first period of play. The Icemen have outshot Atlanta, and I think outplayed them, really. 13-7 is the shot total in favor of the Icemen, but Atlanta with a clean steal at center ice by Sang-Hoon Shin. He broke in alone on Francois Brassard and made a great backhand to forehand move and put it over the glove of Brassard for the goal. We're at 4-on-4 for the moment as the Icemen win the faceoff. Jacksonville will be shorthanded in 11 seconds as the Icemen break through center ice. It's Lodermeyer dropping it back into his own end for Berzola, trying to kill a little time here as the Gladiators are now on their first power play of the day. Jacksonville up the right side. It is Lodermeyer, shorthanded by himself for now, just trying to kill a little more time. Atlanta on the power play in the regular season was 11th overall in the league at 19.3%. Jacksonville's penalty kill, 84.2%. As the Glads move it through center ice, they'll flip it in on the forehand. Waugh taps it loose for Nesbitt. 1:11 to go on the power play for Atlanta. They'll set up shop in the offensive zone. It is Sylvester, top of the right circle, moves it underneath, centering feed. Brassard is able to get a piece of it. I'm not sure if he knew that he had it, but it was underneath him all the way. And the draw will come to his left with 1:03 to go on this power play for Atlanta.
Well, that time of say Atlanta, they like to go to that, use that backside there opportunity, and they saw an opening, they went for it, trying to glide it across the crease. They actually had a possibility there. Jacksonville had good coverage there as well. It just would have been a stick battle. Who's going to get a stick on the puck? But that time, Brassard was able to cut it off on the track and get it himself.
Face off to the left of Brassard. Jacksonville wins it. McEnany slams it around the wall. It gets by Sang-Hoon Shin all the way into the Atlanta end, where Bernard takes over for the Gladiators. Atlanta without Tim Davison, one of the league's leading defensive scorers. He had 40 points on the season, but they are without his services as Atlanta clears it in, comes all the way to the blue line, and a steal by Jacksonville. Shorthanded breakaway, Craig Martin. Martin, forehand, great save made by Nell. Got it with the stick as Martin tried to go 5-hole. Martin had a man right on his heels the whole way, so he had to take the shot. He didn't have enough time to try and make a deke.
Yeah, great job by Atlanta to get back in that situation. Still led to a chance, still was a breakaway opportunity, shorthanded. But again, because of that, he was unable to do what he wanted to with it.
Here come the Icemen again, shorthanded. Martin tries to crisscross with Lynch. Lynch tries to beat his man wide. He's tripped up on the play, no call as he falls down. Crowd cannot believe that there was not a call there. Lynch is killing some more time into the corner. He's doing a great job, and he works it free for Pineda. Pineda will skate back into his own end as we are back at full strength 5-on-5. An excellent kill there from Jacksonville with a shorthanded bid to go with it, but they do not corral it, and the crowd letting the officials know how they feel about that non-call.
Potentially maybe two non-calls there. That was a 2-on-1 that became just nothing real fast. The Iceman players trying to go towards the net, but completely kind of mugged in that situation.
Atlanta plays it to the Jacksonville blue line. The Icemen look to play it ahead. It is blocked, but comes right back to Jacksonville's Zach Berzola. 2:44 to go in the first period. The Icemen trail 1-0. Bouncing puck into the Atlanta zone. Graves works it free from Pineda. Up the wall for Yoder. He will golf it out. Fortunato ahead of one man, tries to beat a double team, does so effectively. He finds Nazarian. Nazarian over the blue line, onside to the right for Gerdukis. Gerdukis back behind the net. Nazarian turns to his forehand, centering feed, forehand, score! Ian McKinnon has tied it up for Jacksonville. What a feed, what a snipe, it's 1-1.
Great job by Gerdukis, just flings it off the wall, and that one had some bounce off the dasher there, and Nazarian was able to settle it down cleanly and then get it out in front to the open man, and Ian McKinnon going to the net. We know he'll go there and go to those tough areas, and he puts that one home for the opportunity. Great job execution by the Icemen in that scenario there by everybody involved.
So Ian McKinnon with his first goal of the postseason. What a shot that was. And the Icemen now tied up at 1. Yeah, top shelf stick side.
Yeah, I was just looking at the reverse angle on that. It was a lot prettier than it looked when it happened. Great job by Ian McKinnon getting there. And he's got a couple goals here in the last game if you go back to the regular season, Arlie.
Here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Playoffs, number 27, Ian McKinnon. Assisted by number 22, Aaron Nazarian. And number 39, Abbott Gerdukis. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 39 seconds.
Thank you, Joe. It is a 1-1 hockey game. Atlanta with the puck behind the Jacksonville net. trying to center there is Holscher. Derek Lodermeyer's on his hip, knocking it free. Neely tried the stuff attempt, knocked away by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. They do get it to center ice, not much further than that, as Atlanta plays it in deep. Brassard will play it himself up the boards all the way to Hawerchuk at center ice. That's a good feed from the goaltender. Hawerchuk will forehand in, giving chases Harris, but it's Graves beating him. And Atlanta skates out of their end. It's Derek Topadic from center, wristing it off the glass behind the net of Brassard. The crowd is all over Chris Nell right now, but the Gladiators hold it in the offensive zone. Wrister in a screen deflected, and I think Brassard got a piece of it. That was a great save as Bates got a piece of it.
That's a tough shot to stop there. It was tipped right there, point blank range. Great adjustment. Got it off the left pad, just kind of skimmed and grazed it there. Peter Bates holds it in again, spinning away from McEnany. Final minute of play now in period number 1. Atlanta with some pressure along the wall. Stripped loose now by Jacksonville. They can't clear it though. Wrister in a screen, blocked in front. Goes into the corner for the Icemen. Couple men go down, but the Icemen still have it. McEnany rips it off the glass to the Atlanta blue line, and the Gladiators take it from there. 40 seconds to go in the period, 1-1 hockey game. Atlanta plays it in. Jacksonville moves it D to D. It's McEnany with an indirect feed for Martin, who will redirect into the Atlanta zone. Line change for Jacksonville. Final line change of the period, no doubt. Puck comes up the wall, a collision at center. Atlanta flips it back out again. It rolls into the Jacksonville end with 18 seconds to go in the period. Fortunato gets hit off the play. Centering feed from Atlanta. Shot gets trickled wide, and the Icemen will chip it off glass and out. Could be icing if it reaches. It will not, however. 7 seconds to go in the period. A steal from Jacksonville, a trip on the play, and it's going to be a penalty against Atlanta. Clear-cut penalty. Atlanta knew it as Aaron Nazarian forced the penalty. That was all set up by Xavier Bernard, overskating the puck. And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make that trip, that could have been a final second goal from the Icemen. Yeah, that's one of those good penalties, as we like to say, Arlie. And I think the Atlanta bench is kind of agreeing with that one. If not, you're right, a great opportunity against a guy that knows how to put the puck in net down in that situation on the ice, and Aaron Nazarian. So you're right, he doesn't make the penalty. It's a great opportunity for Nazarian, and the Icemen had a chance maybe to have taken a lead there, but now the power play. And I'll tell you right now, Arlie, Atlanta will take that trade-off right now.
Yes.
Allow a chance like that to Aaron Nazarian in that position and situation versus the power play, which right now just has not been clicking here for Jacksonville.
Icemen with 3 seconds to try and get something to work on this power play. They can't do it. That's fine. Jacksonville will still have 1:57 to go on a power play when the second period resumes. What a period this was. Jacksonville with 15 shots on goal. Didn't look good after Atlanta had taken a 1-0 lead on an unassisted breakaway goal from Sang-Hoon Sheen, but the Icemen respond with just 2:21 remaining in the period. A great passing play from Aaron Nazarian to Ian McKinnon, who finishes it off in style. That was a clinical finish from Ian McKinnon for his first goal of the postseason, along with Nazarian. Abbott Gerdukis assisting on that goal. 17:39, the time of the tally. And Reader, after one period of play, we're at 1-1, and I think expectations already met. The postseason is here.
Yeah, it is here. The intensity, everybody just getting into it. Everyone's throwing hits out there that maybe wouldn't normally throw a hit out there in a regular season game with this regularity, but we're seeing it from everybody right now. Everyone's digging deep and going hard, and you love to see it. So, and as you said, as advertised, we expected a close series. If that was what we talked about in our podcast, it would be tight throughout. And, well, it's 1-1. It's just that. Shots right now 15-9 in favor of the Icemen after the first 20 minutes of play. And as you said, Arlie, they're going to have that power play of 1:57 to start the second.
So we will take a break and return in a couple of minutes. Jacksonville out shooting Atlanta 15-9. We are tied up on the scoreboard right now. 1-1 is your score after one period of play. What a great one we've got here as the Kelly Cup playoffs are underway. We will take a break and return in a couple minutes. Alex, you had a chance to sit with Austin McEnany and a deep dive into this playoff series. So we'll have that in a little bit, and we'll also try and set the scene for period number 2 between the Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. We're tied at 1 after 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
And it's time for your deep dive presented by Anthony and Sylvan Pools, where tonight the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators open up their best-of-7 series in the first round of the 2022 Kelly Cup playoffs. Well, playoff hockey is here, and for Jacksonville, it's here on home ice a little sooner than maybe they expected. Jacksonville is the number 3 seed in the series, going against the 2-seeded Atlanta Gladiators, finding themselves with home ice advantage with the first 4 games of this series played here at Veterans Memorial Arena. And that is, of course, due to a scheduling conflict with Atlanta's building. So Jacksonville has an opportunity that has presented itself, and they're going to look to try to take full advantage of that, and that will start here tonight. Now, for the Gladiators, they're going to try to get some of that maybe home ice advantage in a way back in their favor. They want to take some games out of Jacksonville because they know that the last 3 games of the series are scheduled to take place at Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Now, these 2 teams kept it pretty close in the regular season as far as head-to-head matchups were concerned. A lot of close games, and both teams very similar in their structure and systems. They're very defensive-minded teams, and expect more of that here probably as this series continues on. But one area where they are a little bit different, you've got one team with a little bit more of a youthful movement in the Icemen going up against a more veteran and experienced team. When you look at playoff games, based on just skaters only, games played in the ECHL or AHL playoffs, Atlanta's got 117 games played amongst their roster in the ECHL and AHL postseason. For the Icemen, they have just 13, so you've got a little bit of a different discrepancy in experience, but that youthful movement here for the Icemen this season has been kind of their go-to, and a group that has a lot of energy, and they're going to look to use that here tonight and throughout the series. Had a chance to chat with Austin McEnany, Iceman defenseman, who's one of those guys that has some experience in the ECHL Kelly Cup playoffs, to get his thoughts on the series and really what playoff hockey is all about.
Me personally, I've been in playoffs in 3 years now, so we had the COVID season, and then last year I didn't make it. So, it's super exciting. Everyone's very, very pumped as we see the city's right behind us, and, we see the excitement all around. Yeah, when I made the playoffs, it was more of an older crew that all been there before, so they sort of got me prepared for that. And, just the excitement. It's a completely different season, a completely different game, more intense, more, a mistake can cost you. So, it's just more pay attention to details, and it's just super exciting for everybody. Yeah, well, obviously we want to come in with momentum and whatnot, so, it's great getting things going. We were just prepping ourselves basically to get ready for playoffs and, get our structures ready, our lineup's pretty solidified, and, get ready to go.
Looking at some of the leaders offensively for Atlanta, Derek Nesbitt led all Gladiators players in scoring against Jacksonville this season with 11 points. And you can't forget about Cody Sylvester, another experienced veteran who has 8 game-winning goals scored in the regular season this year. For the Icemen, Craig Martin leads the way in scoring against Atlanta this year with 10 points. Not to mention he tied the club record for most points in a single season with 60. So the stage is set. Game 1 playoff hockey is here. It's the Icemen and the Gladiators. Game 1 coming up here in just a little bit. This has been your Deep Dive presented by Anthony at Sylvan Pools.
Luke Nogard. If Francois Brassard makes the save, the Icemen win. It comes down to this one. Luke Nogard right up the middle. Save! Game over! Francois Brassard stops all three Atlanta shots, and the Icemen have extended their winning streak to 7 straight for the first time in team history. They are 8 games over 500. It's Luke Nogard. If Francois Brassard makes the save, the Icemen win. It comes down to this one. Luke Nogard right up the middle. Save! Game over! Francois Brassard stops all three Atlanta shots, and the Icemen have extended their winning streak to 7 straight for the first time in team history. They are 8 games over 500. It's Luke Nogard. If Francois Brassard makes the save, the Icemen win. It comes down to this one. Luke Nogard right up the middle. Save! Game over! Francois Brassard stops all three Atlanta shots, and the Icemen have extended their winning streak to 7 straight for the first time in team history. They are 8 games over 500.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
We are back at downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed. A great start to the postseason. It is 1-1 after one period of play. Atlanta took the lead at 10:41. Sang-Eun Sheen with the tally. Jacksonville responds at 17:39. Ian McKinnon gets the goal, his first of the year, from Aaron Nazarian and Abbott Gerdukis. Shots on goal in the first 15 for Jacksonville, 9 for Atlanta. It was 8-0 at Jacksonville at one point in time, but the Gladiators do come back and at least put a little bit more of an effort into it, and they played well in the second half of that first period. But Reader, as we bring you back in, that goal from Jacksonville, I don't think I can understate how important that was for Jacksonville, for them to get right back into it, going into the locker room. Atlanta plays great when they lead by 1, and it's just, as a tale as old as time. When you have the lead after 1, chances are you're gonna, win that game. So you want to try and even things up going into the locker room. The Icemen did it. And I think the fact that it was Ian McKinnon in particular might even give the guys in the room an even bigger lift.
Yeah, no, without question. I mean, he's a guy that goes hard, and, not a guy that's going to, put up a ton of goals, double digits in goals in a year. He might. Hey, who knows? That one might have sparked him the way he's got 2 goals, I think, in the last 3 games. But, yeah, that's the kind of goal that gets the guys going, and you're like, okay, we're going to be fine now. Because, again, with the woes that they've had in scoring maybe during that road stretch right before the end of the year, it just felt like anytime they got in a rhythm where they were creating chances but not scoring, I almost wondered there was some kind of psychological thing like, man, it's just not happening for us. What do we got to do? But, when you can convert on a goal like that, that was a great goal, executed perfectly by everybody. Gerdukis snapping it off the boards, angling it perfect to Nazarian, who caught it perfectly off the board. I mean, that was a good catch. I mean, he really had to get some good control. And then for him to be able to catch that cleanly and then feed it out in front of the open man. And then, of course, McKinnon finishing it. That was just well execution. That's great execution. And that's one that can really get the guys fired up. It was a great catch and release from McKinnon on a tape-to-tape feed from Nazarian. He put it right on his blade. So now as we work into period number 2, the Icemen will begin this period on a power play for almost a full 2 minutes. Atlanta was called for a penalty with just 3 seconds remaining in the first.
So Jacksonville, who has had a power play that has struggled mightily, but this is the third opportunity. You got to think if you can get just one, things can change. This is a new season. The postseason is upon us. You get one on the man advantage, and you can start feeling good about things again. Right now, Jacksonville's trying to figure out how to get one on the power play, but you just get one, everything can change.
Yeah, it really can, Arlie. It's just it's ebbs and flows, right? You know, the ups and downs and of momentum. And I don't think, you know, when you look at playoff hockey, momentum's so key. It's one of those things. I remember an old coach saying that momentum's one of those things that it's tough to obtain, it's tough to maintain, and then it's even tougher to get it back once you've lost it. And so that's one of those little old adages, I guess, old coach speak, I guess, from an old coach. But it is true. If you can, you know, take the momentum away that Atlanta had, because they had the lead on a pretty electrifying goal there by Sheen, and then you come out on top here, and now you're leading 2-1. It can be tough for Atlanta to dig in, dig deep, knowing they had the lead, and then now it's just like that. It's the other direction. So we'll see how it goes. The next goal in this game, we'll probably loom large.
Looking at a couple of highlights on flowhockey.tv, including that chance from Craig Martin. Craig Martin didn't figure in the scoring in that first period, but he had two glittering opportunities, including that one right there. That was Chris Nell's best save of the first period. And there's Ian McKinnon with that blast. What a shot that was on an equally good feed from Nazarian, who saw McKinnon flashing right between the hash marks and rifling it inside the stick side post of Chris Nell. And the Icemen now skating from right to left as we begin the second period of play. And again, on the power play, four forwards out there along with Jacob Panetta.
Well, another chance here on the power play. Again, a minute 57 remaining on that time, and chance for them to get that lead we were talking about, Arlie, and also just to get some confidence on the power play and get it moving here. And I did like what I saw, though, out of the team in the last two regular season games. You know, they were making an effort to shoot the puck more, and it was just too much holding on to it. They weren't moving around. They weren't stretching out the penalty kill units. It was just easy for them to get back in position and get into those, block those lanes. So, again, just, you know, that's what the Icemen need to do here. Just attack. And I think they're going to find that they can get rewarded if they continue to do that.
Here come the Icemen. Second period is underway. It is a power play for Jacksonville. The Icemen play it down low. Graves tries to ram it around the wall, but Gerdukis holds in at the corner. Trying to center, it is Harris behind the net. The Icemen looking to skate away from an Atlanta defender. That's Graves. Gladiators play it up the glass, but not out. Held in by Harris. Harris double team, but he feeds it down low. Martin tries to center. He goes to Harris instead. To the blue line, it is Panetta, but that was a saucer pass that caught too much air, and it goes all the way back into the Icemen zone for Francois Broussard. Broussard will stick handle with it himself. Shovel pass. He had a saucer pass of his own there to Jacob Panetta. Still some time on the power play. Martin over the blue line for Harris. Loses the handle, and Atlanta clears away. 1:04 to go on this power play for the Icemen. This is their third chance already of this game. I wasn't sure if we were going to see three power play chances all game long, but we are at chance number 3 right now for the Icemen as Chris Nell handles a clearing attempt, and he decides to just take the faceoff.
I don't think the Icemen had a power play in their regular season finale there against Orlando, so it's been a while since they've had some chance to practice it a little bit here. And we talked about it, you know, that goal by Sheen on the breakaway. That was a challenge play there. He challenged the point man in the zone, went off the other way with it. And Atlanta does that. They like to do that on the penalty kill. Hugo Waugh, a big guy, and doing those types of plays. He creates a lot of chances shorthanded. He's got 2 shorthanded goals against Jacksonville this year. I think Atlanta in total 3. So we'll see. That's something the Icemen are going to have to be mindful all throughout the series. Don't forget about that. Don't sleep on them.
Icemen try to keep the puck in the zone, but they cannot do so. It is Waugh, just as you were talking about him, skating the puck to center ice and getting it behind the Jacksonville net. Waugh tries the bank shot. Broussard was slow to get to that near side post, but he does make the save from a sharp angle, and the Icemen still have 27 seconds to go on the power play. It's Jacob Friend into the zone. Shot on net. Save is made. Rebound for Jacksonville. It is Lodermeyer trying to feed it underneath for Luke Lynch. Lynch on his backhand all the way to the right circle. Feeds it to the line for Fortunato. At the half wall, it is Sanchez. Seam pass. There's Jacob Friend. Couldn't handle it the first time around. He'll try to spin away to Paddish. It comes to the blue line. Icemen still with it. 3 seconds on the power play. Shot is blocked in front. Comes loose. Atlanta comes away with it. And Fortunato needs to be careful. Watching for Bernard out of the penalty box, but it is Bernard ahead. Good back check there from Jacob Friend, not allowing Gabe Gertler to get a chance towards goal. So the Icemen 0 for 3 on the power play. We are still 1-1 as Jacksonville tries to play into the zone, but it's going to be offside against the Icemen with 17:44 to go in period number 2.
You're talking about Fortunato needing to watch the man coming out of the box that time. He did. He gave a little bit of look up at the clock there, knew that he was about to get out there. As soon as he saw him stand up, you saw Fortunato get behind. And then great job by Friend. Looked like he might have gotten beat there for a moment as the Atlanta forward rushing in had a step on him, but still made the play, the right play, played all of the puck that time and was able to knock it without drawing a penalty.
Atlanta can't gain the line yet. Now they do. Sheen had to wait for his teammate to clear the zone before he's skating in. Shot towards blocked by Jacksonville. Here comes Martin again. Partial breakaway. Takes the shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. And Howardchuk couldn't put it back in on the rebound. He does get it back, however, for Jacksonville. Howardchuk behind the net comes to the front. Forehand is knocked away. Harris with a great spin move on a man. Spins again behind the net. Howardchuk gives chase. Atlanta plays it up the right side and out of the zone. No icing there as Craig Martin gets his 3rd opportunity from in tight on Atlanta. He's had several great opportunities. You got to think at some point he's going to find a way to get one home.
Wasn't the angle or the position he wanted that time, but it was the right call to take the shot. He did have a man over there he could have dished it out to, maybe in the slot, but it would have been a tough pass. I think he made the right call. Get it on goal, see what happens, especially when you got 25 tucks on the year. So great opportunity that time. Again, just another chance, but again, just keep shooting the puck, and I think the Ice made the right call there in that situation.
Face-off is in the Icemen zone now. There was an icing call against Jacksonville. Lodermeyer wins the face-off to Travis Howe. Here come the big fellas, Howe and McKinnon. McKinnon chips and chases. Nobody's going to want to beat him to the puck, and he is first on it behind the net. Atlanta tips it around the wall all the way to the blue line. Can Panetta hold it in? No, it's a delayed offside, and Atlanta skates out of their own end easily with Derek Nesbitt. Nesbitt with a forehand in. Broussard leaving the puck for Zach Berzola. Berzola around the wall. Howe tries to deflect it away for Panetta. Tied up along the boards. Comes loose and the Gladiators have it. Holscher cannot step around Berzola. Well done defensively. Centering feed, also well done defensively, but still not out. Rister in a screen. Save made by Broussard, who redirects into the corner. Nesbitt taps it into the right side. Comes behind the net, and the Icemen take it. It is Berzola up the wall, tapped away. McKinnon in a foot race for the puck. Can he beat Campbell to it? Not quite. Comes out to center, and the Icemen right back in on a forehand. Delayed offside here. Howe thought that he had gotten into the zone before McKinnon had cleared the zone, but they do not give it to him. And Atlanta now is the team that clears in, but that will be called icing against the Gladiators. 15:50 to go in the first period. Reader, with these playoff games, we talked about it in the final week of the season, how you don't want to make a mistake typically in the 3rd period of any game, but in the playoffs, I think that those mistakes get obviously amplified, and I think actually teams make sure that they don't make that final mistake earlier in these games. I'm not saying it's right now at this moment, early in the 2nd period, but you may see these teams really tighten up defensively, just making sure that they make the smart, safe move. And, if that means a little less offense, then so be it.
Yeah, it very well could be that way. That's why we really thought, two defensive-minded teams that are very similar, really, in structure, but in the fact that they want to play defensive first. That's why we thought it would be tight and low scoring.
Here's Gerdukis offensively. Centering feed, deflected. It goes over the glass, off the netting. And the draw will be in the Gladiator zone. So whoever scores the next goal, if there is one anytime soon, by the way, let's add that in there. But if it is Jacksonville, I'm not so sure, how much more offense we're going to see. Not that they're going to go into a defensive shell necessarily. I think whoever takes the 2-1 lead may end up going into some form of protection mode early on.
And it may be enough. 2 goals might be enough to win these games, especially this time of year.
Face off in the Atlanta end. Gladiators do not clear. Shot towards net is deflected behind the net. Howardchuk got a piece of it. He is tangled up with an Atlanta defender. Gladiators move it up the wall. They don't clear yet. Shot is blocked in front. Topadej on his backhand moves it out of the zone. Big hit there by Craig Martin, knocking it free. Atlanta comes back into their own end to keep control of the puck. A pass off the glass. Easy offside call to make there. Sang-Yoon Shin was about 15 feet into the zone, maybe more. And because of where the pass was, where is that face-off going to be? Is it going to be outside the Jacksonville line, or are they going to bring it back a little bit further, I wonder?
Well, looks like it's going to be just outside the line. Jacksonville here.
Looking at head coach Nick Luco on the bench. He's wearing almost an Iceman blue tie. I like the look there for Nick.
Yeah, saw him in the hallway yesterday after practice, and you just could tell he was thinking about things. And I said, "Hey, what's on your mind?" And he just said, "I'm just more anxious than anything. I just want to go. I'm tired of waiting. I don't like the waiting game. I want to be playing right now." He was hoping they were going to play last night. So, and I think that is the worst part of these guys. Everyone's looking forward to the playoffs. They want to get going. It's like, what's going to happen, the anticipation. But I think that hits a certain point where you're like, okay, it's just time to drop the puck. But we did that tonight, and we're well underway here in this series.
It is full-on game mode now as the Icemen break it in. Shot towards net, deflected, and a save is made by Nell. It was Brandon Fortunato who had that chance on the redirect. Fortunato, who did not score in the regular season at all, but he had a ton of assists to go with it. Fortunato with 25 assists, but without a goal. He actually had one, and it was taken back on a replay. Still feel awful for him for that situation, but that's what it is. But maybe Fortunato can find a way to tap one home in the postseason here. Jacksonville with the faceoff win. It is Howe cycling it down low. Dalton Thrower rims it around at the blue line. Friend looks to hold it in right at the line, couldn't quite get it. Jacksonville flips it right back into the zone. They clear the zone as the Gladiators take possession. Cross ice look. It is Hugo Waugh dropping it into his own end for Yoder. Yoder with an outlet pass stolen by Jacksonville. They couldn't play it in. Again, it would have been a offside against the Icemen, so they have to wait for Howe to clear the zone, and then they will be the ones clearing in. Icemen with a steal in the offensive end. A one-timer from Nazarian blocked in front. Great steal from Gerdukis to set up that play for Nazarian. Atlanta does play to center. The Icemen get it right back. It is Gerdukis. Drop pass for Sanchez. Looking for Nazarian's stick. He couldn't find it. It comes to the near side boards. Gladiators have, and they will knock it to center. And another good back check that time by Gerdukis, not allowing the Gladiators to skate into the zone. Most all of this second period has been in the Atlanta end, and here come the Icemen again. Panetta going wide on a man. Sharp angle shot, gloved easily by Nell, and sticks up high between Yoder and Panetta at the whistle as we head to break. It remains 1-1 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. Game 1 of the South Division semifinal series. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing face-up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
We are back. Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed, having a blast up here above section 114, as we always do. Faceoff will be in the Atlanta zone. The Icemen looking to take their first lead of the night. And they trailed 1-0 midway through the first period, but Ian McKinnon evened up the score late in the first. Jacksonville wins this faceoff. It is Aaron Nazarian on a double team, works it to the blue line. Panetta with a wrister goes wide of the net, but Nell gloved it anyway. And now we've got Holscher and Nazarian, a pair of number 22s, jostling and jousting. Hasn't really gotten nasty yet, but it is a 7-game series. It will not stay that way for too long. Playoffs, every playoff series is some form of powder keg that's about to blow at any moment. We're not there yet, but this is just game 1.
I had a chance to watch the Maine Mariners Reading Royals game last night, and they wasted little time to get into those type of endeavors. Very physical all throughout. I think some of that was a little bit of a carryover from a late season game. They had obviously some drama that happened in one of the games, but yeah, there were a lot of penalties called in that game, and there was a lot of fire between those two teams. And of course, Reading went on to win that game 3-2. And they had a 3-0 lead most of the way, and then Maine scored 2 goals the final minute and a half, 2 minutes or so, make it interesting, but Reading held on.
The Reading also did, I don't recall the player, but they did have one player suspended for the next game for a spearing incident in that game, so that'll give you some sort of idea
that was the
nastiness there.
Yeah, it was.
That was the only game in the playoffs last night. This one here is the only game tonight. A lot of teams playing tomorrow, however, Friday night, including the Icemen. It'll be game 2 tomorrow night right here in Jacksonville, the Icemen and the Atlanta Gladiators. Here comes Jacksonville through center. Good tape-to-tape feed. Hawerchuk overskates, however, right at the blue line, and that creates an offside call against the Icemen. I like what Jacksonville's doing thus far in this game, though, Reader. Just keep putting the pressure on the Atlanta netminder, Chris Nell, to make as many saves as possible. And Nell has made most of them. But Jacksonville with a territorial edge tonight. They've had 3 power plays to just 1 for Atlanta. And now we've got some jostling after, even before the puck drop between Neely and Hawerchuk. And we'll see if anything comes from this. Hawerchuk isn't going to back down from anybody.
No, you know, the merchandise store selling the shirts, the Fight Club shirts.
Yes.
With Friend, Hal, and McKinnon. And Hawerchuk, he felt snubbed. He said, hey, I got the 2nd most fights on the team. He's like, how come I wasn't included? So, yeah, I think he's a little mad. The guys are letting him have it. Maybe next year. Better luck next year, bud. But you know,
I love it.
He was definitely bummed that he wasn't included in the Fight Club shirt.
Well, we'll have to...
and they're cool shirts. Go get them at the merchandise stand there at Section 106.
We'll have to have his people contact our people for next season.
Yeah.
As Jacksonville gets a soft wrister away from distance, Nell makes the save.
He had an argument, though. You're right.
No, I agree.
2nd most fighting majors on the team this year.
I agree. Benny, I'm with you. It should have been a quartet, perhaps.
Yes, you're right.
And they're, ironically, they're showing it on the Jumbotron right this second.
Boy, it's like,
the
I
Fight
timed
Club
that.
shirt.
I couldn't have timed that out any better.
No, you really couldn't have.
I'm telling you, that was by accident, I promise. But we go get it.
Sure,
It's
it was.
Pretty cool little shirt.
I believe you, Reader. An accident. Get your shirt, the Fight Club shirt, $30. JacksIceman.com. Is it online, too?
Yeah, just go to JacksIceman.com, click shop. Should be able to get it online. If not, you just call the office. So they'll get you squared away.
I'm sure they would find a way.
Or if you're coming to tomorrow's game, they'll be available there at the merchandise stands.
Icemen win the faceoff in the offensive end. Hawerchuk shielding the puck with his body. Plays it down low. Gerdukis gets there. He lets it ride for Martin. Martin overskates the puck. Atlanta plays it up the wall. They do get it out. Icing waved off as Brassard comes out of his crease to play it himself. Wristing it all the way ahead for Martin. What a pass. Martin over the blue line. Touch pass for Gerdukis. Drop pass, Hawerchuk, and he put it wide. What a tic-tac-toe passing play that was. But Hawerchuk could not finish it off. Atlanta now skates back into the offensive end. It is Yoder playing it into the corner. Martin turns on a man. He moves it up the left side for Hawerchuk, and here comes Hawerchuk 2-on-2. Hawerchuk going wide. Shot on net. Save is made by Nell. Rebound to the far side. Michael Turner curls away from a man. Sends it free for Sylvester. Wing to wing. Zach Yoder takes it over the line. He's onside. Drilled into the glass by Jacob Friend. Travis Howe plays it to the right side for Fortunato. The Icemen break through center. It is Lynch with Hawerchuk. Lynch on the right side. Now by himself is Luke Lynch. Taking it behind the Atlanta net. Helping out is Howe. Lynch gets spilled on the play. Atlanta will flip it out on the backhand. And Lodermeyer finishes his hit on Derek Nesbitt. Puck deflects into the Atlanta zone. Could be icing. They're going to wave it off. Lodermeyer is there first. And the Icemen look for some opportunities on the offensive side. Berzola steps in. Whistle and a penalty. And it's going to be high sticking. Is this on Atlanta? I believe it is.
Yeah, Lodermeyer kind of clutching his lip a little bit there. And a high sticking penalty call coming up here to the Gladiators. Icemen back to the power play. Approaching the halfway point here of the third.
We'll take a quick break and return in a moment. Jacksonville and Atlanta are tied at 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. All right, we're going to keep it right here, guys. Sorry to cut off that fine promo, but Jacksonville is on the power play, and they did not go to a break for a media timeout, so we want to keep it right here. Jacksonville looking to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Harris knocks it free. The Icemen have it behind the Atlanta net. Trying to spin away from a man. The Gladiators work it free, and they will rim it around and all the way down to the Icemen zone. Jacksonville on their 4th power play chance. Just one opportunity for the Gladiators thus far. It is Martin through center ice. Martin has his pass deflected, and it's cleared out again by the Gladiators. Still plenty of time left on this power play. Broussard leaving the puck for Panetta behind his net. Panetta feeds it right up the middle for Martin. Clean entry into the zone. Drop pass for Panetta. Tries to beat Nesbitt wide. He'll tap it into the corner. Stolen and cleared ahead. Played out to center by Atlanta. Nazarian waits for a man to gain the line. They'll move it for Gerdukis. Gerdukis with a backhand feed. The Icemen are onside. Gerdukis behind the Atlanta net. Bumped off the play by Graves. 2-on-2 battle behind the net. And it's Atlanta coming away with it. And they'll backhand it the length of the ice again. So Jacksonville cannot set up in the offensive zone here on this power play. 46 seconds remain. Panetta staying on the ice for the time being. It's Panetta for Lynch. Onside of the Icemen as they play it in. Nesbitt around the wall. Lodermeyer holding it in, looking for Sanchez. Jacob Friend with a centering feed. Back to the blue line, it's Fortunato. Center point to the right circle. A shot goes awry from Sanchez. He didn't get a good piece of it. Trying to hold it in is Lodermeyer, but the Gladiators get the steal. And another clear all the way down to Broussard. One final rush here, perhaps, for Jacksonville. 14 seconds to go on the power play for the Icemen. It's Fortunato. Onside. Drop pass for Sanchez. 6 seconds on the power play. Centering feed, stolen and cleared. And that will do it. Icemen 0 for 4 on the power play. And that might have been the worst of the 4, unfortunately.
Yeah, that one never really got going. Just no momentum, no urgency, let's say, and really no pressure being applied at all. Atlanta didn't have to do much in that particular opportunity, unfortunately, for the Icemen.
Atlanta rims it around, goes by everybody. Will this be icing? It will. Clock stops with 9:06 to go in the second period. And if this is a game where the Icemen just have to do it at 5-on-5, that's fine. Yeah, we talked about it again in our podcast earlier this week. Catch it by the way, on JacksonvilleIcemen.com or on the Facebook page or on any social media. But we talked about the power plays where if Jacksonville can just neutralize Atlanta, if they can just end up even on special teams, that I like the Icemen's chances in this series.
Yeah, because they're really good even straight 5-on-5, even in 4-on-4. We've seen them find success. But you're right. I mean, it's just about neutralizing. You don't necessarily have to win it. The special teams battle. It can certainly help you, but if you can contain it and limit what Atlanta's able to do, then I think that bodes well for the Icemen as well.
Icemen have it at their own blue line. It is Giles up the wall. Gertler trying to hold it in. He does. Working it free for Turner at the near side wall. From the blue line, shot deflects on net. Broussard makes the save, and they jam at it after the whistle, and the Icemen defense takes exception to Mitchell Holscher, and we'll see if the gloves drop here. Holscher is involved. Can't tell who it is for Jacksonville, but
like McEnany.
Is it McEnany?
Yeah.
McEnany just toppled Holscher right onto the back of the Icemen net.
Yeah, he is furious. Didn't appreciate it. I mean, it was a pretty obvious, jab at the puck there, and McEnany not having any of that, sticking up for his goaltender there in that situation, and letting it be known that this will not be tolerated, not once, and a lot of chirping going about amongst everybody else that was in the group there.
I'm curious to see if there's more than one penalty. McEnany is for sure in the box. It looks like Atlanta's going to join. Or will they? Now I'm not so sure. We will go to break. We'll come back in just a moment. It looks like it's going to be an Atlanta power play when we come back. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider. My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
It is a power play for Atlanta. Roughing is the call against Austin McEnany, and that is it. He was the one who dropped the gloves. Atlanta did not, and I think ultimately that's where the difference is and why the Gladiators will move to the man advantage.
Yeah, we were talking during the break there. It is McEnany's penalty. And again, there was that moment where I think the officials were going to let it go. They were going to let everything slide. And then McEnany was just a little bit there on the more of the aggressive side there. You got to appreciate him sticking up for his goaltender, not allowing that stuff. But the extra little nature there after they were willing to let it slide, that was the difference.
Atlanta does get the puck in deep. Jacksonville tries to rim it away. What a great pass that was from Martin to Lynch, but his clear out ended up in the Atlanta bench. What a tough break that was, because that was a nifty pass from Marty to Lynch for the clear out.
Yeah, it was. It was a great job there, but unfortunately, faceoff's still going to remain here in the zone, so faceoff's going to be deep here into the Jacksonville end, despite a pretty good effort there to make the play, the pass, and then to get it out. But
Atlanta on the power play this year, 19% overall. They were also 19% specifically against Jacksonville, which is better than most teams. So this is a critical moment here for Jacksonville as Martin got stripped up on the whistle, and I think we have a team touching a puck with a high stick.
Yeah, Martin just lost an edge there, I think, when he's turning from his front skate there to the back skate, and but you're right, I think it was an illegal touching of some sort.
It'll be a face-off in the Icemen zone. I think it was Jacksonville touching the puck with a high stick. Atlanta this year on the power play against Jacksonville, 8 of 42 for that 19%. And so the Icemen penalty kill has to be at its best right now. Gladiators win the face-off. It's Bernard walking the line. Moves it to the circle for Gertler, right side. Defending him is Derek Lodermeyer. Gertler knocks it down low for McAvoy. McAvoy for Sheen, flipping it to the line for Bernard. He couldn't handle it. It comes out to center ice. And it is Howardchuk right on Bernard, forcing him all the way back to his goal line before starting to rush forward. Long lead pass deflected in by Holscher. Berzola first on the puck. Can he try and keep it away from a couple of men? It chips forward. It goes to Jacksonville. It is Howardchuk skating with it shorthanded. He'll just toss it in and take a line change. Smart play there by Ben Howardchuk. There's 58 seconds to go on the power play for Atlanta. Bernard from center ice slams it high off glass. Fortunato is first on the puck. He's double teamed. Cannot clear it out yet, but Berzola will get an opportunity. Working it for Lynch. Lynch turns to his forehand. He'll rifle it the length of the pond. Down to 40 seconds to go on the power play. Atlanta behind their own net. To Padish. Right up the middle. Just to the left for Neely. Poke checked away by Lynch. Tapadish gets it right back at center. Now we'll try the right wing for Nesbitt. Nesbitt rims it around. Great play by Brassard behind his net to block it there, but the Gladiators get it right back. Centering feed blocked in front. Bouncing puck. Jacksonville's got it. Craig Martin will backhand it away, and there's only 13 seconds to go on the power play now. Excellent penalty kill here from the Icemen.
Yeah, the PK's been one of those the most consistent parts of this Jacksonville club all season long. They were really in the top 1 or 2 pretty much all season long. They end up finishing 4th, but this unit's been very good.
It's a 3-on-2 for Jacksonville. Nazarian for Gerdukis, looks for a trailer, finds it in front, wrist shot on net, save is made. Rebound looking for the bank shot was Gerdukis, nearly got it to go. Icemen keep it in. McEnany for Friend, left face-off circle. Into the corner for Gerdukis, tries to find a man up high. He'll spin away from a man, leaving it in the corner and cycling it for Nazarian. Nazarian at the top of the circle. Looks for the shot pass. It was blocked in front. He had the right idea as James Sanchez was cutting to net. And Atlanta plays it to center. Nazarian right back into the offensive zone. Flip past Sanchez. Great save made by Nell. He'll hold on. 5:59 to go in the second period. Pretty passing play, but the Atlanta netminder keeps things 1-1 with 5:59 to go in the second. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. We'll be back in just a moment.
The
Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
1-1 hockey game. Playoff hockey as advertised tonight. Not a whole lot of space. The Icemen did break free for their only goal. Ian McKinnon with the tally. Set up right between the hash marks, and he made no mistake. That was late in the first period to even the score at 1. Puck is in the Atlanta zone. Jacksonville tries to knock it free. It is McKinnon there, trying to knock it loose from Dalton Thrower. Thrower, however, comes away with a loose change. He'll feed it up the wall. Atlanta gets it to the blue line and over the line. The Icemen coming right back. McKinnon onside. Looks to go wide on Thrower. Thrower held him up. Well done defensively there by the former Icemen blue liner. From the blue line, Sean Giles, excellent play to hold it in the zone. Bouncing puck for McKinnon, trying to cycle it free, looking for Travis Howe. Couldn't get the centering feed away. I think a stanchion came off from behind the net as Atlanta plays it to center ice. Gladiators clear it into the zone. It is Giles defending on a player. Turner knocks it free for Atlanta. From the left faceoff circle, Lodermeyer defends on Turner. Turner playing it down low. Bates is there. Bates on his backhand. Defending now is Sean Giles on him. Cycling it now are the Gladiators. McEnany works it free, rims it around to the blue line. It's held in by Atlanta. Sheen for Nesbitt. One-timer is blocked by Jacksonville. What a great play by Derek Lodermeyer to block it and clear it, all in one motion practically. Atlanta clears it back in. The Icemen are first on the puck. It is Sean Giles flipping it up the left side, and the Icemen safely out to the Atlanta line. Martin looks for the steal. Looking for McKinnon. It is onside, but the pass went behind McKinnon. And the Gladiators trying to catch Jacksonville on a line change. They'll kick it into the Icemen zone. No icing here. Jacksonville with some time up the right side. They'll redirect it high into the air. Where's the puck? Still out at center ice. Did it go off an Atlanta player in the bench, perhaps? I think it did. So we have a stoppage in play. And now I'm curious to see where the faceoff is. And I'm also curious to see if we're going to have a slight delay, because I think a piece of the stanchion behind the net of Atlanta goaltender Chris Nell came free, so they may have to do a little maintenance work here before we get going. Yeah, they're gonna need the ice crew right now. So they're opening up the door behind the Atlanta goal right now. Maybe they're just gonna leave it out, I don't know. 4:23 left in the period. Are they just going to leave it alone until perhaps the second intermission? That may be the case. I think they're actually going to talk it over about, can we play on for 4 minutes, or do we need to take care of this stanchion falling off right now? Visually, it looks like the glass is just fine. Oh, I see where it is. It's a piece of the dasher. So it's not a piece of the stanchion, it's a piece of the dasher. It's the blue dasher right where the boards meet the glass that came apart. And this could be very interesting. I gotta think that they need that dasher there. I wonder if they might actually go to break right now, perhaps, and play the final 4 minutes in the third period. I don't know. It's a full section of dasher where the boards meet the glass that became separated. So there's a delay in play right now, and I'm not sure what they're gonna do. The two referees consulting each other right now, Nolan Bloyer and Jake Jackson. Remember, now that this is the postseason, we have made our way to a two-referee system Typically in the ECHL, it's just one referee with the 2 linesmen, but in the postseason, it's 2 and 2. Joining the conversation is linesman Brady Fagan. And the ice crew is out there right now with the loose piece of dasher. And let's see what they're gonna do over this. The ice crew here at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena is top shelf. Right now they're just looking it over. And I'm not sure if they even know what to do. I've never seen a piece of dasher come separated before. I've seen the stanchions separating the glass break apart. I've seen that numerous times. I've never seen a piece of the dasher actually break free. I've seen dasher boards come loose, but never the actual dasher. You think you've seen it all, and then this happens. They're gonna work on it right now. So we'll keep with the stoppage in play. They're not gonna go to the locker room, at least not right now. They're gonna try and put this piece of dasher back in place. Now the entire ice crew is out there. Instead of just playing a portion of Sweet Caroline, now the fans here get the entire raw, unedited version of Neil Diamond at his height. So I hope you know all the words, everybody, and not just the bop, bop, bop. Because this one could take an extra couple of minutes. It already has. Right now, a handful of the Icemen and Gladiator players are just milling about on the ice. About half of them on the ice, about half of them on the bench. Jacksonville netminder Francois Broussard crouched on one knee in his crease. Now he's gonna skate away a little bit just to try and stay loose. Looks like they've got the dasher at least somewhat in place. Whether it's secure or not, that could be maybe a different story. And I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. I don't think we're gonna miss anything. If we do, we'll come back. But right now, we're at a standstill. We're at 4:23 remaining in the second period of play. Game 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. Round 1, game 1. It's 1-1 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. We have a delay in action because of a piece of dasher that has come separated from the rink. We will take a break and return in a couple of minutes. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
All right, we are back. Just as I went to break, of course, the dasher is fixed and we are underway. Great hit by Jacob Friend on Eric Neely as the Icemen play it into the offensive end. It is Harris dumping it down low. Hawerchuk tied up by Bernard. 2-on-2 along the wall. The Gladiators pull it away. It is Campbell rimming it around. Atlanta will clear it out. Will be icing as well, assuming it reaches the goal line, and it does. Clock stops with 3:58 to go in the second period. 1-1 is your score. And I think we are already at the stage where nobody wants to make a mistake in their defensive zone. So don't expect too many odd man rushes. Don't expect too many pinch-ins from defensemen at this point. Just gonna take a really good play or perhaps just a really bizarre play. And as the Icemen get a shot away right off the draw, Nell saw it late, but he made the save and Atlanta clears it out to center. Gerdukas tries to play it into the zone. Bernard is on it there for the Gladiators. Stick handling right in front of his netminder before wheeling through the neutral zone. He'll feed Hugo Waugh. Waugh is onside. Shot from distance, easily saved by Brassard. He goes down to the butterfly to take the face-off. Just the 15th shot on goal for Atlanta. The Icemen with 23. Jacksonville has never won a playoff series. Of course, they've only been in one playoff series. That was 3 years ago. They lost in the first round to the Florida Everblades. They lost that series in 6 games. They dropped the first 2, won the next 2 to even the series, but then they dropped game 5 here at home and game 6 in Florida. The Icemen have never led a playoff series. They'll be looking to do that, obviously, tonight. Jacksonville wins the faceoff. It is Giles from the red line, tries to forehand in. It goes off the linesman. Brady Fagan really felt that one. The Icemen do get it into the zone, but the Gladiators golf it right back out. Fagan still holding his hip as Jacksonville plays it over the blue line. They're onside. Howe tries to step around Turner. Howe into the corner. Nice work for Luke Lynch. Lynch with a feed for Giles in the high slot. His shot is deflected. It goes well out of play and off the netting. Giles had to handle that with his skate first before bringing it to his stick, and that just took a little too much time. Atlanta was able to get in the shooting lane because of it. 3:02 remaining in the second period. Jacksonville scored relatively late in the first period. Could they do the same thing here in period number 2? Face-off is to the right of Nell. The Icemen will send out Brendan Harris, Craig Martin, and Ben Howarchuk. At the blue line, it's Jacob Panetta with Zach Berzola. Not dressed, by the way, tonight for the Icemen. Victor Hadfield, Vlad Mikalchuk, Sam Sternshine, Pavel Verobe, and Jake Elmer, all not in action tonight for the Icemen. Nesbitt waved out of the draw for Atlanta, so it's now going to be Harris, I believe, against Mitchell Holscher. Harris trying to win it back to Panetta at the left point. He does win it, but he can't get it back to Panetta. It's Nesbitt cutting off the angle, and he'll play it into the Jacksonville end. Berzola feeding it behind his own net, trying to drop it off the end wall for Harris. Harris loses it to Holscher. Centering feed swept away by the goaltender's stick of Brassard. Comes back to the blue line. Atlanta looks to play it into the corner. Holscher holds it in. Harris tries to knock it free. A shot and a score from Atlanta. It is Derek Nesbitt getting the goal. Goes top shelf, short side. Brassard couldn't quite get to the short side post in time. And with 2:38 to go in the second period, it is Atlanta's veteran captain, Derek Nesbitt, who has put the Gladiators on top. Just a quick shot there from Nesbitt, and he made no mistake. As Atlanta held it in from the blue line, 17:22 will be the time of the goal. Holscher and Campbell will assist. And Derek Nesbitt's first of the postseason. Brassard makes another save, rebound for Jacksonville. It is Sanchez chipping it high into the air, back to the Atlanta end. To Paddish, off the wall, held in at the blue line, great play, the Icemen with a steal. Gerduka centering pass, knocked away by Nell. It comes up high for the Gladiators, they'll play it to center ice. Fortunato does not allow Atlanta to get into the zone. Gladiators come back on the right side, now it's to Paddish in the zone. Wrist shot goes wide to the blocker side of Brassard. Fortunato flips it to the line, not out yet, but he gets it right back, and he'll start the rush with 2 minutes to go in the period. Fortunato dropping it for Sanchez. Back to Fortunato, couldn't get the redirect. Fortunato looks to center, but the Gladiators are there. It is Neely up the left side for Sylvester. 2-on-2, knocked out of midair by Jacksonville, played back into the zone by Atlanta, and the Icemen have possession. It's Gerdukas weaving out of his own end. Gets to the red line, he'll forehand it in, a line change here on the fly for the Icemen. 1:33 to go in the second period. Jacksonville now trailing 2-1 on the Derek Nesbitt goal for Atlanta. Gladiators clear in. Brassard plays it right back out to center. Lodermeyer can't work it free. Atlanta will try to forehand in. It's blocked at the line by Austin McEnany. McEnany for Howe. Backhanding it up the boards, and again, back out to the red line. Atlanta will play it in deep. Brassard behind his own net. Brassard plays it up the boards for Ian McKinnon. McKinnon looking for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer lifts it out. Final minute now of period number 2. The Icemen with possession. Lodermeyer is onside. He had to wait for Howe to gain the line. Tries to play it around the boards. Comes all the way to McEnany. McEnany with a drive in front. It is blocked by Atlanta. Played ahead. They're going to look for the stretch pass ahead. Well read by Jacksonville. It deflects into the zone. Delayed offside. Jacksonville has possession. 38 seconds to go in the second period. From center ice, Craig Martin dropping it back for Giles. Martin gets it back. Looking to send it ahead, he finds Luke Lynch. Lynch beats his man, cuts to the forehand, looks to move it for Martin. Martin with a drop pass, McEnany couldn't feed Giles with the puck. Atlanta plays it to the line. Giles is able to hold it in. 18 seconds to go in the period. Giles looking for Hawerchuk. Hawerchuk turns away from a man with 12 seconds in the period. Hawerchuk in the high slot, leaving it for McEnany. McEnany closes, fires. It is blocked in front and went off his own man. Atlanta clears it out, and that will do it. Period is over, and the Icemen are down by 1 after 2 periods of play. It is Derek Nesbitt with the go-ahead goal with just over 2 minutes remaining in period number 2. His first of the postseason from Mitchell Holscher and Gregory Campbell. And so the Icemen will have to do it and come from behind fashion tonight. They trail 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in that period. Jacksonville with 9. They have a 2-period total of 24. Atlanta with 7. They have a 2-period total of 16. But it is the Icemen who are down by 1. 2-1 is the score after 2 periods of play. The Icemen do have 7 victories this year when trailing after 2 periods. That is 3rd best in the ECHL. They're going to need to do it in that fashion tonight if they are going to draw first blood in the first round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. We'll take a break and return in a couple of minutes. We'll go through the entire breakdown of this playoff schedule for you for the Jacksonville Icemen. It is 2-1 Atlanta after 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker. Simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing face-up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Welcome back to the Publix rink at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you. It is a 2-1 game after 2 periods of play. The Jacksonville Icemen are trailing the Atlanta Gladiators with 20 minutes to go in Game 1 of the Kelly Cup Playoffs, Round 1, Game 1. And Atlanta, with a late goal from Derek Nesbitt, has put them on top. Let us go through the schedule for this series. If you are unfamiliar and just tuning in late, it is a very unusual format for this round, and it's all because of the arena in Duluth, Georgia. The Atlanta Gladiators don't have their ice available. They were supposed to have home ice for this series, but because they don't have ice available at all for about a week or a week and a half or so, they had no choice but to give the first 4 games of this playoff series to Jacksonville. And that makes it very unique. So the format here is the first 4 in Jacksonville, the last 3, all if necessary, will be in Atlanta. So Icemen fans, come on out as often as possible for these first 4 games, and we'll see if the Icemen can carry at least a lead into the Game 5. If not, perhaps just a solid 4-game sweep at home. That sounds awful nice. Of course, they'll have to do it in come-from-behind fashion tonight. Here's your schedule for this series. Again, the first 4 all at home, tonight being Game 1. Tomorrow night, Game 2, Friday evening at 7 p.m. They are right back here, the Icemen hosting the Atlanta Gladiators. the entire weekend off as well. Remember, the Icemen don't have their arena for at least Saturday, Sunday as well, because Elton John is playing here on Saturday. The Who is playing here on Sunday. So nobody had ice available until the following week. So game 3 of this series is not until Wednesday. That is the 27th of April. And again, right here in Jacksonville, followed by game 4 the very next night. That'll be Thursday night. Jacksonville hosting Atlanta once more for game 4, Thursday, April 28th. That's a week from today. After that, if there are any games left that need to be played in this series, they will all be in Atlanta. Game 5, if necessary, again, after another weekend off. Atlanta can't host anybody until finally Sunday, May 1st will be game 5. It'll be Jacksonville at Atlanta if necessary. If we need to continue on from there, game 6 is the very next night. Monday, May 2nd, it would be Jacksonville at Atlanta. And if necessary, a deciding game 7 would also be in Atlanta on Wednesday, May the 4th. And that is when this first round series at its latest would conclude. But of course, the Icemen don't want it to go that far. They want to find a way to get it done here on home ice and try and get the proper momentum building up into this series. But they will need to score a goal in the third period for this to happen. Jacksonville is sensational in the third period. They are far and away the best team in the entire ECHL in the third period. They have only allowed 46 goals in the third period all season long. That is 15 fewer than the next closest opponent, which ironically is Atlanta. But what the Icemen have to do, not allowing any goals is one thing, but Jacksonville needs at least one to send it to overtime. And by the way, if you are not sure if it's overtime in the playoffs, if you're wondering, is it just going to be 3-on-3 like the regular season? Oh no, not at all. It'll be a full intermission, a full Zamboni sweep of the ice, and then 5-on-5 hockey, 20 minutes, golden goal will be the deciding factor if it makes it to overtime. We'll see if the Icemen can take it in that fashion, or perhaps even net a couple in regulation in the third period. You'll look for a come-from-behind victory over the Atlanta Gladiators. We'll take a break and return in a minute. It's 2-1 Atlanta after 2 periods of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Hi everyone, this is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing face-up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
Welcome back to downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with you. Alex Reed will be joining me in a little bit. The Icemen down to the third period here, trailing by a goal. 2-1 is your score as Jacksonville looks to try and gain the upper hand in this best of 7 series, but they will have to do it in come from behind fashion. Atlanta getting a goal late in period number 2. Derek Nesbitt got the tally for Nesbitt, his first of the playoffs, of course, at 17:22 of the second period of play. Elsewhere around the league, there are no other games tonight, but very quickly, I do want to tell you what the other matchups are around the ECHL. The other matchup in the South Division, let's start with that. Your 1 seed is the Florida Everblades. They are playing the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, as we now have your third period chant here. So it is Florida rather, facing the 4 seed Greenville. Greenville had a winning record against Florida this year at 5-4-1. And the Swamp Rabbits played some fantastic hockey in the second half of the season in order to push past Orlando in the final week of the regular season. Elsewhere around the league, your North Division looks like this. The 1 seed is the Reading Royals. They have actually already played their first game. We alluded to it in the first period. They're facing the Maine Mariners, and Reading has a 1-0 advantage in that best of 7 series. The other matchup in the North Division, this is going to be a dandy. The only two Canadian teams in the ECHL square off against each other in round one. The Newfoundland Growlers are the 2 seed. They will be facing the Trois-Rivières Lions in their inaugural season, and I can't wait to see that matchup. That series will begin tomorrow evening in St. John's, Newfoundland. Quickly, the Central Division matchups, your 1 seed Toledo Storm against the 4 seed Cincinnati Cyclones, the 2 seed Fort Wayne Comets against the Wheeling Nailers. And from the Mountain Division, your 1 seed is the Utah Grizzlies. They have the 4 seed Tulsa Oilers and the 2 seed Rapid City Rush. They have home ice advantage over the 3 seed Allen Americans. Third period just underway. We have a whistle just 10 seconds in. Face-off is in the Icemen zone. As a puck went out of play there. Jacksonville again trailing by 1. It is Abbott Gerdukis against Cody Sylvester on the draw. Puck is tied up along the boards. Fortunato digs it free for Jacksonville. Gerdukis plays it up the wall. Nazarian tries to knock it loose for Fortunato. Jacksonville does get it ahead. Foot race for the puck, but Graves beats Sanchez to it. Graves works it free to the neutral zone. Jacksonville tries to gain the line again. Nazarian gets it into the zone, but the Gladiators take over and knock it ahead for Sylvester. Foot race for the puck again. Broussard's going to be forced to play it. He'll swing it around for Sanchez on the left wing. Cross ice look. Fortunato's got some space. He's over the blue line on the right. Dishes to the left. There's Gerdukis to the backhander, and he slipped it just wide to the far post. He had Nell beat, but he couldn't put it on goal. Atlanta wrists it into the Jacksonville end. Berzola is on the puck as an Atlanta player goes crashing into the net of Francois Broussard. The net stays on its pegs, however, as the Icemen clear it in. It was Sangun Sheen who got tied up with Broussard as the Icemen break it in front and then score! It's a tie game! Brendan Harris has just evened it up at 2. Just over a minute into the second period, Brendan Harris found a loose puck just to the right of Chris Nell. It was a bouncing puck, almost like a hot potato, but he was able to bat it in with his stick between the legs of Nell, and it trickles into the goal. It's 2-2 with 18:53 to go in the third. Harris with what looked like a harmless backhander from a sharp angle. It may have gone off an Atlanta defender, then maybe off the glove of Nell. One way or another, and it went into the net, and it's a tie hockey game. Here's the award-winning Joe Massa with your goal call.
Goal of the playoffs, number 83, Brendan Harris. Assisted by number 17, Ben Howarchuk, and number 8, Zach Berzola. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 7 seconds. And once again, your Iceman goal, scored by number 83, Brendan Harris, assisted by Howarchuk and Berzola. Time of the goal, 1:07.
Thank you so much, Joe. We've got a stoppage in play, face-off in the offensive zone, and it is a brand new hockey game just like that. Jacksonville this year, when trailing after 2 periods, they have 7 wins to their credit. That is 3rd overall in the ECHL. The league leader in that category, by the way, is Atlanta. So if Jacksonville has a lead anytime during this series going into the third, don't just assume it is game over, because Atlanta is excellent in this situation, just as the Icemen have found a way to grab some success as well. Atlanta clears into the Jacksonville zone, comes up the right wing side. It is Howe chipping it to center ice, trying to bat it into the zone as Lodermeyer. He couldn't do it. Icemen get it right back. Wristing in from center ice is Giles. Howe gives chase against Thrower. Lodermeyer does the same, but the Gladiators skate through center. McAvoy with a long lead pass. It goes in behind the Jacksonville net. Gertler is first on the puck for Atlanta, looking to feed McAvoy, but the Icemen stand him up and take over the loose puck. It's Gerdukis by everybody. Icing will be called against the Icemen. But a nice buzz in the crowd right now after that equalizer from Brendan Harris. Harris is first of the year from Howarchuk and Berzola. First of the year, first of the postseason, I should say. Brendan Harris had a whale of a regular season in a Jacksonville uniform anyway, with 30 points in 39 games for Brendan Harris. Faceoff is in the Icemen zone. Francois Broussard is talking with referee Nolan Bloyer right now before the drop of the puck, not sure why. there's a loose helmet. An Atlanta player, I think, brought Luke Lynch's helmet into the Gladiator bench with him, and Lynch is chirping away at the Atlanta bench. And I don't blame him if that's the case. Gladiators win the faceoff to Pottage with a wrister. It goes over the crossbar, stays in play. Neely with a centering feed, nobody home. Goes to the near side wall, trying to one-hand it out as Giles. Atlanta holds it in. It ends up behind the net. Giles now taking the body on a man. Gladiators look to feed the line, but the Icemen are the team that is there. They'll move it to an open wing. Bernard knocks it free, delayed offside against Jacksonville. Gerdukas didn't know it, so he touches the puck, and we have an offside call against the Icemen. Still early in period number 3, but the Icemen have already equalized. Atlanta this year, when leading after 2 periods, have lost 5 games in regulation, which is quite a bit. The Icemen have lost 0 in that situation. Atlanta has also lost a few in overtime when leading after 2 periods of play. Jacksonville takes it to the blue line, not much further. The Gladiators drop it right back out to center, and the Icemen in control there. It is James Sanchez drifting back into his own end to maintain control. Brandon Fortunato, cross ice look for Friend. Long outlet pass. Nazarian unable to get a piece of it. Icing against the Icemen. Several whistles in the opening minutes of this 3rd period. But the Icemen don't mind one of them, as Brendan Harris has already evened things up at 2. So the Icemen don't have to play catch up at this point. Now they can just play their game rather than trying to force the issue. And I like the Icemen in this exact situation. Face off to the right of Brassard. Jacksonville controls. Gerdukas chipping it ahead, blocked there by Holscher. Nazarian gets it back, he can't clear either. It goes behind the Jacksonville net. Jacob Friend is on it, curls up the left wing side, feeds it to center. The Gladiators drive it right back in. Brassard will leave the puck there behind his net, swinging it for Fortunato, then for Gerdukas. Up the right side, it's Nazarian. Jacksonville cannot clear the zone, or gain the zone, I should say. They have it again. Jacob Friend now gives it up in a turnover. Atlanta with control, drop pass for Nesbitt. Shot is blocked, what a play. It was Brandon Fortunato with a sweeping block of that shot from Derek Nesbitt, sacrificing his body in order to make the play. The Icemen get the puck at their own blue line now. It is Jacob Friend looking for an outlet pass. He finds Ben Howarchuk. Howarchuk gains center, he clears in, goes after it himself. Nesbitt nearly lost it to Howarchuk, loose behind the net. The Gladiators come away with it, trying to clear it out. Pineda pinches in and holds the zone. Atlanta tries to chip it again off the glass. They do get it out to the Jacksonville end this time. 2-2, 15:53 to go in the 3rd period. Game 1 of round 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. The Icemen have it at center. Pineda slams it around the wall behind the net of Nell. Comes all the way around. Martin tries to keep the puck in. Looking to drop it back to the blue line. Finds Pineda. Slap shot. Score! On a deflection, it's Brendan Harris again! And the Icemen are on top 3-2 with 15:36 to go in the 3rd period. Get shots in front, get players in front, good things happen. That's exactly what happened there. Brendan Harris has now scored twice in the opening 4.5 minutes of this 3rd period to erase a 2-1 deficit and now make it a 3-2 lead in favor of the Icemen. And here is Joe Massa again.
Iceman goal, scoring his 2nd goal of the game, number 83, Brendan Harris. Assisted by number 15, Jacob Pineda, and number 29, Craig Martin. Time to go, 4 minutes, 24 seconds.
Jacksonville not done yet. They take it again into the offensive zone. It is McKinnon playing it down low. The Gladiators flip it up the right side. Here comes Atlanta, possible 3-on-2 if they recognize. Cross ice look, Watt offside on the play on the left wing. What a turn of events in the opening minutes of the 3rd period. Brendan Harris with not 1 but 2 goals in the opening 4:24 of the 3rd period. And Jacksonville now on top for the first time tonight. 3-2 is the score. A great deflection by Harris That shot from the blue line from Panetta was going towards the glove side of Nell, but it was a low, very tippable shot for Harris. Harris redirected it back to the glove side, or rather back to the stick side of Nell. Nell had no chance at all on that brilliant redirect by Brendan Harris. Atlanta with the puck in their own end. It is Campbell up the right side. Gladiators skate 2-on-2 through center ice. Puck goes to Brassard, who flips it ahead. Jacksonville trying to set a man ahead. It is Sanchez over the blue line. Rister is blocked, he gets it back. Centering feed, intercepted by the Gladiators. Here they come. Long outlet pass for Gertler. Gertler with a drop pass. Atlanta is in. Holscher on the backhand. Glove save by Brassard. No rebound. And the faceoff will come to his left with 14:25 to go. Each team changing up right now. Jacksonville now looking to protect this lead. We've talked about this all season long, how when the Icemen lead in the third period, just how good they are. And I think part of why they're so good is because they don't fall completely into a defensive shell. They play the same way with a 1-goal lead in the third period than they would if it was just, a random score in the middle of the first period. They just keep attacking, keep doing the right things. They don't want to do anything silly. They don't want to make mistakes in their defensive zone, but they do a great job, by and large, of shielding all the harm away from their netminder in this exact situation. We'll see if they can do it again tonight. Stick up high on Ben Howardchuk. No call right off the faceoff. Jacksonville tries to clear out. It's tied up along the boards. Atlanta pries it free for now. Once again, it's pinned up along the wall. Tapped free by Jacksonville. McEnany tries to get it loose. Centering feed, golfed away by Jacksonville, but not cleared yet. Yoder with a sharp angle shot. That goes wide to the far side. Trying to one-hand it out is Martin. He can't do it yet. Giles gets it back, however. He's got a little more time this time, and he will feed it to center. The Gladiators try to play it in deep. They do. Nesbitt off the end boards. Giles hustles for it. Gladiators with the turnover, but now a poke check by the Icemen. 2-on-2 in transition. It's Howardchuk with Martin. Howardchuk backhands it in. He'll shove Topadic out of the way as the Gladiators move it up the boards. Bouncing puck at center ice, it's Brendan Harris clearing it in. Brendan Harris, who has single-handedly put the Icemen from 1 goal down to 1 goal up here in this third period. Atlanta clears in. The Icemen play it right back out. Harris up the boards. Howe tries to knock it free from a couple of players. Harris is there as well. Harris from center ice will backhand it in. Nell will leave it there for Cody Sylvester. Big forecheck on the play by McKinnon, nearly separating an Atlanta player from the puck. That was close, but the Gladiators skate through. Possible 3-on-2 for Atlanta. Centering feed, they cannot get the shot away. They'll try to center from behind, but Brassard is able to cover it up. And then Lodermeyer with an extra shove to Sylvester after the whistle as we go to break. What a start to this third period for Jacksonville, as Brendan Harris has scored twice. The Icemen were down by 1. Now it's 3-2 Icemen with 12:57 to go in period number 3. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
12:57 to go in the third. The Icemen on top, 3-2. Game 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. South Division semifinal matchup. Jacksonville is the 3 seed, but they're at home, remember, against the 2 seed Atlanta Gladiators, and Jacksonville's on top by 1. The Icemen finished the regular season strong with a pair of home victories over Greenville and Orlando. Atlanta kind of sputtered to the finish line. They won only 1 of their final 5 games of the regular season and only 2 of their final 7. And Jacksonville wins the faceoff in their end. They'll work it free to center. Atlanta clears right back in, and we are underway. Jacksonville with the puck behind their own net. Fortunato around the wall for Howe. He'll turn and play it to the blue line, blocked there by Atlanta, but the Icemen get it right back. Fortunato has all day to skate out of the zone. Tries the indirect feed for Howe. Howe will sweep it in on the backhand. Bernard first to the puck. Up the boards, that goes by everybody. Fortunato gives chase for the Icemen. Leading it ahead for Lynch. Lynch forehands in. Howe gives chase. Nell out of his net to leave the puck there for Dalton Thrower. Howe finishing his check on Thrower. A couple of big bodies there. Sylvester working it loose for Holscher. Holscher is over the blue line on his backhand. Centering feed blocked by Jacksonville. Not cleared out yet. Atlanta with a backhander. That was blocked by the Icemen, and they will clear it out of the zone. That was a smart icing call by Travis Howe to take it out of a very dangerous area right between the hash marks in front of Francois Broussard. 12:01 on the clock as we bring Alex Reed back in. Reeder, you missed a little bit. I'm not so sure if you should stick around right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just leaving. I just saw Harry. I saw Harry with the third goal.
Oh,
so.
You did? Okay, you were here.
Yeah. I listened to the second one, then walked in, saw the third, and on my way up, it was great to see. And nice hard shot there, and wow, things changed quickly.
They sure do. I was going to say, if you missed them both, I wasn't sure if it would be best if you would stick around, but you did catch the go-ahead goal.
I saw the shot. I saw it go in, but you're right, because I don't know if I would have come back up here either. So.
No, it is great to have you here now.
It is good to be
I
back.
would have felt lost without you.
Yes.
That sounds like a 70s song.
That it does.
Broussard with a save right off the draw. Sang-Yoon Sheen with a forehander from the bottom of the circle. And Francois Broussard will be relied upon. I know the defense is great in this situation for Jacksonville, but you know Atlanta's too good to come away with nothing in terms of opportunities. Francois Broussard is going to have to make a couple of big ones to keep the Icemen on top.
Yeah, he's going to have to. And again, we sat here and watched there in the month of March, Atlanta rally from a 4-0 deficit to eventually win a game, 5-4 in overtime. So at no point is this team ever going to be down and out. If you're the Jacksonville Icemen, just a one-goal cushion, I wouldn't even call it, you definitely can't call it that. 3-2 game right now. Icemen got to continue to buckle down here and again, get that good save there by Broussard because he's going to be tested.
The Icemen win the face-off. They'll play it out. No icing here. Gladiators chip it up the near side boards. It does come to center ice. McEnany flips it right back in. We've got a whistle and a penalty. This is on Jacksonville. I believe it's a holding call to Abbott Gerdukas and a power play here for the Gladiators. And we talked about the power play and the specialty teams just being neutralized. If you keep it even, you like Jacksonville's chances. Well, here's the true test right now. If they can keep it even, they'll maintain the lead, but Atlanta, no slouch with the man advantage.
Yeah, they're not. They got a dangerous group out there that all of them can put the puck in the net. Neely, Sylvester, Waugh, Nesbitt. I mean, Topatic is a very talented defenseman as well. It's a dangerous group, that first unit here for the Atlanta Gladiators. And that was a holding the stick penalty there. Gerdukas came together with Graves and was trying to move his stick out of the way. I think Graves might have sold it by just letting it go so easily.
Loosens the slot. Jacksonville pulls it away. They don't clear yet. Atlanta was knocking on the doorstep right off the faceoff. Centering pass, shot blocked in front. Broussard able to get a piece of it and hang on. Francois Broussard coming up large to keep Jacksonville in the lead.
Well, we talked about he's got to make a couple big saves. He just did it right here on this power play and just in a matter of seconds. So it's a long way to go here, Arlie, and it's a big penalty kill for Jacksonville. As this top unit here for Atlanta is out there, they're already threatening and showing signs of it.
Every face-off critical at this point. A minute 43 to go on this power play for Atlanta. Plenty of time for that. Atlanta 0 for 2 with the man advantage thus far tonight. Jacksonville 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. This is chance number 3 for the Gladiators. A late change here for Jacksonville. And Giles slams the stick of a player at the blue line. I think it was Topatic as he skates to the bench. Gladiators win the faceoff. Right circle, it's Nesbitt, centering feed. Stolen, not cleared. Topatic somehow holds it in. Shot deflected wide of the net by the Gladiators. Sylvester rims it around. It comes to Topatic. A one-timer goes just wide. Broussard maybe just got the tip of his glove on it. The Icemen play it to the line, still not out. Berzola tries to get a handle to it, can't do it yet. Bouncing puck. The Gladiators come away with it. They still have plenty of time on this power play. 1:13. Loose puck in the slot. Jacksonville swings at it. They can't get it free. Loose to the blue line. Can finally, from the seat of his pants, Lodermeyer is able to clear it away, sweeping it away. And then a man goes down for Jacksonville. No call there. Fans want one. The Gladiators get it back. Second and third effort there from Derek Lodermeyer to clear the zone.
The Icemen are killing off a penalty for holding the stick, and it's exactly what happened behind the play, as Nesbitt had a good hold of the stick there of Howardchuk.
Penalty now on Atlanta. Luke Lynch got tripped up. There's your touch from Nell. So the Icemen finally are able to draw the call. Making the call there was Jake Jackson, and the Atlanta power play goes away with 10:18 to go as their alternate captain, Cody Sylvester, goes into the box. I don't think anybody could have argued that call.
No, that they couldn't hear. And again, good job by the Icemen being pretty tenacious there on the penalty kill. They were getting to the puck, winning the battles. Their clears were something to maybe forget about there. They couldn't quite get them out. Great job by Atlanta and the Blue Liners there to hold those in and keep play alive. They really made Jacksonville work there, but the Icemen were able to overcome it. Now here they draw a penalty, and it's now a 4-on-4 situation. For 40 seconds, Harley and the Icemen will have a shortened power play, barring any other penalty setbacks. You can feel the intensity. I can already tell the intensity's gone up a notch since I was gone.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's 4-on-4 for a little bit still. Atlanta with the puck in their own end. Leading it forward for McAvoy. Mitchell Holscher gets it to the blue line, trickling towards the Jacksonville end. The Icemen come away. They may have a 2-on-1, but the Gladiators come back defensively to prevent that. Harris does take it into the zone, however, trying to tap it loose off the skate of an Icemen player. Unable to locate that puck was Giles as the Gladiators play it to center ice. Giles trying to get it back. Martin sweeps away at it, working it free for Austin McEnany. McEnany for Martin, poked away by Atlanta, loose in the slot. It is the Gladiators with a shot towards goal. It is blocked, goes behind the net. The Gladiators still with possession. It is now a power play for Jacksonville as the Gladiators play it into their own zone. An abbreviated power play here for the Icemen, 1:05 to go on it. Atlanta taps it back to the Jacksonville line. We'll see what the Icemen can do here. Man, would they love an insurance tally here. In the neutral zone, it's Nazarian, gets to the blue line. Tries to play it in tight, or in deep, but it is knocked away by Atlanta, not cleared yet. It's pinned up right at the blue line, about 3 or 4 feet inside. Atlanta's killing a ton of time here, like a rugby scrum along the near side glass. Finally, pulling it away are the Gladiators. Here's Waugh. It might be a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Graves with a shot. It goes wide, and here come the Icemen the other way. Now it's Jacksonville with numbers. Gerdukas over the blue line. Drop pass for Nazarian. Back for Gerdukas. Centering feed. Great save by Nell. It is loose, and finally Nell is able to cover it up. The puck went into the net, but they're going to wave it off as the whistle had already blown, and Jacksonville crashing the crease of Chris Nell, looking for the insurance goal. It will not count despite the effort.
Yeah, puck did cross the line there at the very, very end, but it certainly will not count there. The whistle had blown well before there, so no question it went in on the back side there if you're watching the replay on Flow Hockey, but the whistle did blow at that point, and then a skirmish. And so you have fans are pointing, they're like, oh, it's it, it's right there. But again, that whistle had blown. We heard it there pretty clear, Arlie.
Yeah, it did blow. Although I wonder if they will perhaps go to replay on it. There's a Jacksonville player that is incensed right now. That's Aaron Azarian, chirping away at the referee, Nolan Bloyer.
And you're right, Arlie, they could take a look because it's possible it could have gone in sooner. Before that, maybe that whistle gone in there.
You never know.
Tough to tell because I know those replays don't really have audio attached to it, but the official would know at the point, about the point when he blew it dead. And Nick Luco getting that explanation right now.
Or maybe it's Luco saying, hey, can you at least go to the tablet and take a peek at it? And they are. Luco at least wins the battle of let's take a look. The call on the ice is no goal. And truth be told, between the two of us, I would be surprised if it is overturned here.
Yeah, I would too.
But you never know. We've seen stranger things happen. So I don't mind. At least they have the chance to send this one to a replay and see if the Icemen can catch a break here.
Well, I mean, there was a wild scramble, and you know, the fact that the Icemen were able to get it after the whistle and push it in, means that Nell really never had full control of it. So it could have been loose, could have been rolling around, could have crossed at one point, come back out. I mean, I don't really know. And again, the official will know exactly the point or around the point in which he knew that he blew the play dead. So that's what they're going to probably maybe take a look at to see if it went in any sooner than, than we saw it go in there after the whistle.
So quite a bit on the line here. Again, we're not holding our breath for an overturn here, but we have seen some other overturned calls that we were flabbergasted by this year that have gone against Jacksonville. Perhaps the Icemen catch quite a break here.
I think the Icemen, they want to throw that tablet into the river.
They will wave it off. It's officially no goal.
Yeah, and it's the right call here. I mean, it just would have been tough here. Again, I think they took a look at it to see if it went in before. But right now, after the skirmish, it brings the face-off outside the zone.
And only 20 seconds remain on the power play now for the Icemen as well. 8:38 to go in the third period. Jacksonville on top, 3-2. Brendan Harris with a pair of third period goals to seesaw this game from 2-1 down to 3-2 up for the Icemen. One final rush here for Jacksonville. It is Fortunato from center ice, rimming it high off glass. Campbell is first on it, tries to play it around the boards. Howarchuk holds it in. Harris tries to knock it away into the corner. Teams are now at full strength. The Icemen trying to get the puck free. The Gladiators with a steal. They'll play it up the boards and out to the Jacksonville line. Team skate 5-on-5. Jacksonville over the blue line. Harris is first on the puck, leaving it for Martin. Martin on his backhand into the right wing corner. Helping out there is Howarchuk. Howarchuk along the near side boards. To the blue line for Berzola. It was an aerial pass. Berzola couldn't handle it and keep it in the zone. Now it's Martin trying to redirect in. Look out as the puck goes flying into the seats. And we will take a break in the action. 7:48 to go in the third period. It's now Jacksonville on top, 3-2. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed. Perhaps the two largest nerds in the history of ECHL broadcasting. We don't care. Unashamed.
Yeah, it's what Bad Wolf is saying on Mixler, that we're the biggest nerds.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Bad Wolf. I don't mind that.
I'll take it. Nothing wrong being a nerd,
Sure,
right?
sure, it's fine. It's trendy these days. I hear the ladies like it.
Yeah, they definitely do, apparently, so.
Jacksonville gets a soft wrister away from the blue line. Nell makes the glove save easily. Draw comes to his right. All right, Raider, we're down to 7:40 to go here. Is there a point in time where Jacksonville just kind of calls off the Dogs offensively and just makes sure that they protect the net in front of Francois Broussard?
You know, I know it's a tough spot to be in because I don't think they did that here in the period. And, I'd say pedal to the metal, but just also be very, smart and responsible defensively. Don't need to get too fancy there. You don't need to force anything. We saw like Berzola, that aerial pass that came to him. He elected, I'm going to back off. I'm not going to try to keep this in the zone and get pressured and have it go the other way. I'm going to get back. That's a smart play. So they got to continue to play smart hockey here. But I think get them on the attack right now. You've got them going. But just make certain that you've got everything covered on the back end.
And when necessary, Francois Broussard has been there, just as we were alluding to Atlanta with a power play a few minutes ago. And in the opening seconds of that power play, Broussard made two clutch saves to keep the Icemen on top. Other than that, though, defensively, I think they've been airtight here in this third period. Atlanta thus far has only 5 shots on goal in this period, and I believe 3 of them were on that abbreviated power play. The Icemen drill it around the boards behind the Atlanta net. It comes to the near side. Lodermeyer looks to play it down low. Ian McKinnon is out there. He's going to win this foot race with Turner. Turner now tries to shovel it ahead with one hand on a stick. It does go over the blue line, just barely out. Travis Howe knocks it right back in on the backhand. It is Jacob Graves dropping it into his own end for Turner. Michael Turner up the right side. Cross ice now, back for Jacob Graves. Loose at center ice, bouncing puck there. Brendan Harris kicks it to the Atlanta line. Graves gets it back for Atlanta. Trying to forehand in is Bates, but the Icemen are right back out to center. In control, it is Howardchuk. Softly ahead for Martin. Is this going to be icing? It will be, and I think Howardchuk would like to have that one back.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to make the play there. Just put a little bit too much on it, and it rolled away and ended up being an icing. He was just trying to get a little bit of a touch there so it could be collected along the fly. Unfortunately, it's going to go the other way. Those are the little details you just got to kind of clean up here in this situation. You don't want to give Atlanta a chance to get a free pass here into the offensive zone because they've had a difficult time getting in there since that power play they last had.
Yeah, and at times the Icemen do struggle getting the puck out of their own zone sometimes, so
yeah.
You don't even want to put yourself in that situation to do exactly that. Now the Icemen do break it free. Berzola lost his stick, and there's going to be a penalty because of it. Delayed call. Now they blow the play dead. Why did they blow the play dead? Jacksonville still had possession.
Yeah, they had possession. I don't think Atlanta ever really possessed it. They might have nudged it with the stick, but I guess they are going to say that that was a possession there for Atlanta.
Regardless, it is a penalty to the Gladiators. 2 minutes for interference to Mitchell Holscher. If he doesn't interfere with Berzola, it's a clear-cut 2-on-1 for the Icemen. So I guess you could say that's a smart penalty against Holscher.
Yeah, it would. And Berzola didn't have a stick. He was basically, going into the soccer mode right there. But he did get the puck back along the boards, which would have led to the Icemen getting an opportunity. But here you are at Jacksonville right now. Chance to try to maybe get a little breathing room here or take off 2 more minutes off the clock. You do not want to allow Atlanta to pressure you up high and force a turnover and go the other way.
Icemen win the faceoff. It's Pineda, center point at the top of the umbrella. Pineda drifting to the left, feeds it cross ice for Harris. Shot in the screen, save is made by Nell. Rebound for the Icemen and Nazarian. He'll try and reverse it, but Sylvester is first on the puck for Atlanta. He'll drop the puck for Graves, who will drive it out on a deflection. It goes back into the Icemen zone. Harris losing the puck to Neely. The Icemen try to get it back. Harris does have it with the help of Jacob Pineda, and Jacksonville breaks out of their end. It's Gerdukas from center ice. He'll rim it around. Nell stays in his crease. Bernard first on the puck for Atlanta, trying to clear it behind the net. Bouncing puck there. The Icemen battle for it. They've got it. It is Gerdukas all the way to the blue line. Good look for Pineda. Cross ice, one-timer. Save is made. Nazarian swept at it. He would have had an open net, but it was a bouncing puck, and it happened so quickly, and it was a swing and a miss. And the Icemen unable to get that insurance goal that they so desperately want.
Yeah, that was a good look right there. Again, the puck just didn't cooperate there for Nazarian. He was in great position. Great job by Gerdukas. Kind of a no-look twist pass to get it up to Pineda, who kind of got that play set up from that one-timer that led to the Nazarian opportunity.
Still 42 seconds left on the power play. Jacksonville back into the zone. Lodermeyer for Jacob Friend. Friend's centering feed is deflected out of play, and it'll be a draw on the Atlanta end. 4:55 to go, so we're in the final 5 right now. And that's all that is separating the Icemen from a Game 1 victory in the first round of the playoffs. Derek Lodermeyer, Luke Lynch, and Jacob Friend up front. They do have James Sanchez on the back end, so it is kind of a traditional 3-2 alignment, but Sanchez and Friend are trading places there, and I kind of like the look. Atlanta clears out. Lynch drills a man, and we've got a penalty coming as Thrower had taken one man down, and then Lynch went after Thrower, and that was not a smart penalty to Luke Lynch. It's going to be a power play for Atlanta in 25 more seconds.
Yeah, you got to be more poised than that in that situation. I know that Thrower roughed up a man and can't go back after him in this situation when he got the lead late in this game, and just a tough penalty to take here in this situation, and one that the youngster Lynch, he's going to probably get a talking to there on that one. Just about being a little more poised in that situation. I know you want to get him. I know you want to go after him, but there's a time and place. And right now you've got Jeff Pyle at the front of the bench. I think he's going to try to lobby.
He wants a major.
Yeah, he wants a major here in this situation.
There's nothing on the board yet for Lynch. but Pyle is furious. That's the ECHL Coach of the Year, by the way, just named earlier this week. Pyle is now standing back behind his bench, but he hasn't stopped with the jawing just yet. Still nothing on the board here for Luke Lynch. This is a critical moment. And it's a clear-cut penalty on Lynch, can't argue that.
Well, Dalton Thrower's a little shaken up and being tended to by the training staff right now. And again, a big discussion taking place right now here by the scorers table, but also Atlanta trying to really plead their case, but nothing's been put up on the board here yet. But Thrower very slow when he got up right now. And former Iceman is trying to recollect his thoughts. I don't know what the reason for the delay is right now. What is the discussion?
Yeah, even the scorers table down between the penalty boxes don't even know just yet. They don't know if it's just a 2-minute penalty or not.
Well, they're getting the call right now. It is 2 minutes.
And I would argue to say, thank goodness.
Yeah.
You know, not that I would have called that as a 5-minute major, but I could have seen it that way.
You could have seen it and maybe understood it because it was a deliberate chance there to go back at a guy. Now, I didn't really see what Lynch did, but I know he went at him because I saw the way the contact happened. I saw contact and I saw Thrower kind of go down hard. And Lynch is just sticking up for his teammate, and that was all he was doing. But again, you gotta think these are little moments here in these games where you just gotta start thinking about those types of things.
So 4-on-4 for 19 seconds. Nazarian taken down off the puck. No call there. Gladiators skate through center ice. Nesbitt over the blue line. To the right side for Neely. Neely behind the Jacksonville net, centering feed. Backhander, and it goes high and wide. Comes back to the blue line. Neely gets it back. Does he keep it in the zone? No, the Icemen get it. We are now on a power play for Atlanta. Jacksonville is shorthanded. They need a monster kill here. The Icemen with the puck shorthanded, still in the offensive end. Centering pass, and it goes by a man. Comes out to center ice, and the Gladiators have a 3-on-2 the other way, maybe a 4-on-2. It is to Padej. Centering feed, one-timer. What a save!
Oh.
Brassard going post to post, saving the Icemen's bacon and keeping Jacksonville on top.
Oh my goodness, potentially game-saving save there by the goaltender of the year, Francois Brassard, with the exclamation point. Unbelievable stop.
That's one of his best saves of the year, and you couldn't have asked for a better time for it to come than right then. Sprawling from post to post to get a pad on it and keep the Icemen on top. Jacksonville's not out of the woods yet. Atlanta's still on a power play for 45 more seconds. We're down to 3:26 left in the third period. Jacksonville clinging to this 3-2 lead. The puck is deep behind the Jacksonville net. Scramble for the puck. Atlanta pries it loose. It's Campbell into the corner. Trying to center there is Gertler. Moves it to an open wing, but the Icemen are on it. Howardchuk is able to clear it away. Lodermeyer is going to be first on the puck. Moving shorthanded, sharp angle, gets it away. Huge hit behind the play. Campbell on Lodermeyer was a clean hit. Atlanta comes back, and now the two of them are involved behind the play. Atlanta back into the zone. Howardchuk tries to clear. The Icemen do clear it out, and it's Lodermeyer onside. Gets by to Padej and plays it down low. And the teams are back at full strength. Lynch is back out onto the ice. Jacksonville 3, Atlanta 2, 2:40 to go in the third. Atlanta clears in, centering pass, deflected away by the Icemen. Well read there by the Icemen, and here they come, possible 2-on-1. Martin, toe drag, can't get the shot away as he tried to go from forehand to backhand. The Icemen keep it in the offensive zone, however. Michael Turner knocking it loose for Atlanta. He'll get to center, trying to play it in deep. Cannot get it in. Gladiators get it back. They're onside. Holscher in the slot. Cuts to the left. Great save again by Brassard, and the rebound turned into the corner. 2:07 left in the game. Nell is still on the ice for Atlanta. Their goaltender will watch for him to see if they bring out a sixth skater. Atlanta looks to center. Knocked away by Jacksonville and played out of the zone. The Gladiators bring it right back in. 1:50 to go. Jacksonville has possession behind their own net. It's Fortunato. Right up the middle. Dishes to the right. It is Lynch. Lynch chips it in. Howardchuk gives chase to Padej behind his own net. Rimming it for Neely on the right wing. Long outlet pass. Picked off by the Icemen. Berzola in no hurry. D to D for Panetta. Panetta for Lynch. Lynch gains the line. He's onside, killing more time, tries to drive towards net. The Gladiators keep it away, and here comes Atlanta through center. It's Sylvester, wristing it in. Broussard is gonna try and clear it himself. It is blocked by Atlanta, held in the zone. Centering feed deflected. Broussard somehow keeps it in. The net comes off, keeps it out rather. The net comes off of its moorings. I have no idea how Francois Broussard was able to keep that one out either on a crazy deflection off a Jacksonville skate. The puck is lying about 3 inches away from the goal line. The net is about 5 feet off of the goal line, right by the glass. And Jacksonville somehow is still ahead.
Well, and then Panetta and Neely got into it. Neely came in with some punches there on Panetta. Now you got some other rough stuff going on right now. So, and now things are still not quite over just yet. Sylvester's tangled up. Now you got the two goaltenders playing catch with one another. Broussard and Nell playing the old little catch game there, passing game. And when these scrums take place, you often see goaltenders get involved in their own special way.
Oh, yes, they do. Francois Broussard has been at his absolute best in about the last 10 minutes of this contest.
Well, he went back after a couple Atlanta players because they were digging hard, and you can't fault them at that. They just want to jam that thing loose. They're desperate to get the tying goal, and that really got things elevated. Then behind all of that, off to the side, you had Neely throwing some right hands on Panetta, and they nearly went toe-to-toe before the linesman jumped in.
Curious to see what the penalties will be here. What I would not want, well, worst case scenario, obviously, it would be an Atlanta power play here, but I wouldn't even want matching minors here because then it would be 4-on-4. You pull the netminder and it's a 5-on-4.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be 6-on-5 than 5-on-4. So I'm hopeful that there's enough penalties here to keep it at 5-on-5 on the ice.
Yeah, you definitely want the 6-on-5 versus the 5-on-4. Yes, Atlanta would still have that extra guy with the empty net, but the more bodies, the more, you don't want the space. That's the time and space in these situations that you really don't want. And we'll see how things play out right now here, but a lot of discussion and things starting to heat up here between these two teams and here at the end of game one.
So it is boiling over right now in the final minute and 9 seconds of the third period. The net was still behind Francois Broussard, still off of its moorings. Linesman Cole Rui just now is putting it back on its pegs. Here's your penalty call.
2 minutes for charging. To Atlanta, number 72, Eric Neely, 2 minutes for roughing. To Jacksonville, number 15, Jacob Panetta, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 18 minutes, 51 seconds.
Well.
Once again, the Atlanta penalty to number 20.
What a turn of events. I did not see that coming. I thought 100% that they were going to even out the penalties in some fashion. But Jacksonville ends up with a power play out of this with the lead and a minute 9 to go.
Yeah.
Things are looking pretty spicy and pretty good here for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they just got to play it smart, play it right. Don't let the puck get behind them in any circumstance. Because if Atlanta gets possession, they will go the other way. They will get Nell off if they can get it in the zone. Again, that'll just kind of even things up at that point, 5-on-5, but there would be the empty net.
It will also bring the face-off outside the blue line as well. Actually, it should bring it into the Atlanta zone now that I'm talking about it.
Yeah, it should.
And that will help too.
Yeah, because the Icemen will be going on the power play. Should have that ozone draw. Holscher trying to get the explanation right now, and Iceman, while this was going on, Nick Luco was taking advantage of the fact that, all right, I better get the clipboard out here, and he's got the grease board there, and then he kind of devised a little bit of a strategy right now.
So the Icemen on a power play with just a minute 9 left in the contest. They lead 3-2. All they have to do is preserve this lead while on a power play. Atlanta, if they have any shot to send it to overtime, they'll need to do it in shorthanded fashion. Faceoff is in the Gladiator zone. This is a big faceoff here for Jacksonville. They don't even want to allow Atlanta to have an opportunity at the goal, and the Icemen do win the draw. Fortunato for Gerdukis. He'll play it underneath to Padish behind his net. Long outlet pass goes to Sylvester. He's going to try and skate away on a breakaway. Forehand save is made by Broussard. How did Atlanta even have that opportunity?
That was a set play by Atlanta. Sylvester took back the other way, knew he had a step, and again, I just said the Icemen can't let anybody behind him, nothing. And that time they nearly got caught there. That would have been disastrous.
So on this whistle, the faceoff is now in the Jacksonville zone. I am shocked that Chris Nell is not on the bench right now. Maybe they're gonna call a timeout. The faceoff is in the Jacksonville zone, but Atlanta with just 4 skaters out there, and Nell is still on the ice. Only 56 seconds left to go in the game. Absolutely flabbergasted at that. Jacksonville wins the faceoff. They clear it out to center. It is Lodermeyer from center ice. He'll drop back into his own end. Smart play there by Derek Lodermeyer. Killing plenty of time here. The Icemen with the puck behind their own net. 40 seconds away from a potential Game 1 victory. It is Zach Berzola, stick handling out of his own zone. He'll get to center ice. He'll forehand it in. Delayed offside here against Jacksonville. 29 seconds to go in the game. Here come the Gladiators. Nell heads to the bench. Atlanta over the blue line. They're onside. Cross ice look for Holscher. Holscher with a centering feed, deflected just wide by Atlanta. The Icemen get it back. Berzola flips it around. 14 seconds to go in the game. Atlanta around the boards. It comes to Topadic. Topadic at the right point. Atlanta will still have a shot. Playing it behind the net. Atlanta looks to center. 4 seconds to go. Broussard covers it up. He'll take the face-off. Clock stops with 2.5 on the clock.
Well, the Icemen make it interesting, don't they, Arlie? That's been their MO pretty much. They don't do anything the easy way sometimes. Big face-off coming up here, and I would imagine Atlanta's going to overload the left wing side here to try to win the draw, either direct it on goal if you can. If you're the Icemen, you just kind of want to jump on that puck.
I expect a timeout here from Atlanta. If you're Jacksonville, Atlanta may also try and push for an extra couple of tenths of a second on the clock also. And referee Jake Jackson is going to the scorer's table, so they may add a little time here. Face off to the left of Broussard. Jacksonville on top, 3-2. Still 2.5 seconds left, so no time added. And here is your timeout from Atlanta. So, Reader, let's set the scene here. 5 men on the ice for Atlanta, 5 for Jacksonville. And really, for the Icemen, the only thing you don't want is to lose this face-off cleanly. Even if you just tie it up, that should be enough. If you can find a way to get it into the corner, that should definitely be enough. But you cannot lose it cleanly.
Yeah, you cannot. That's the thing. Just tie it up, jump on top of it, do anything you have to do as to just tie this puck up. Only 2.5 seconds left here in regulation. So, again, that's just the goal right here. Don't want to give them anything. And don't be surprised if you see Atlanta off the draw, just try to direct it on goal. I mean, they may just not even try to win it back clean. They just want to win it or just hit it towards the goal. And they're going to overload this left wing side. I would expect that right there. That slot's going to be very crammed in the middle, and then right there at the top of the crease as well.
Derek Lodermeyer, no surprise here. He will take the face-off for Jacksonville. It's Mitchell Holscher for Atlanta. Holscher trying to win the draw to Hugo Watt, the top of the circle. Lodermeyer just trying to draw it into the corner. If he does, the Icemen will win. And then Bernard slamming at the stick of Jacob Friend at the whistle.
Yeah.
He broke his stick.
Broke his stick.
He literally broke Friend's stick, I think.
I mean, yeah, I mean, come on.
And Friend has to go to the bench for a new twig. You can see the bend in it from here.
Well, we got Phil, the finance guy, up here for the Icemen. He'll be sending a bill to Bernard for that.
And he should.
And those things aren't cheap.
Face off to the left of Broussard. 2.5 seconds on the clock. This for the win for Jacksonville. Lodermeyer falls down on the puck. And time will expire. That will do it. Jacksonville has taken Game 1 of the South Division semifinals over the Atlanta Gladiators. 3-2 your final score. The Icemen erase a 2-1 third period deficit with a pair of tallies from Brendan Harris. And the Icemen, in come-from-behind fashion, get it done tonight, and they're on top 1-0 in this best-of-7 series.
That they are, Arlie, and the Icemen, well, some dicey moments late, but they are able to come away with the victory here today in Game 1. And this crowd coming to their feet here, and they can thank Francois Broussard, the Iceman. They are mobbing him right now. Boy, oh boy, did he make some big saves coming down the stretch. He bailed him out a few times, there's no doubt about it. Jacksonville giving up some opportunities. One's on good hard work by Atlanta. The other time, Well, maybe just some mishaps there, but Jacksonville getting bailed out by Francois Broussard with some big-time stops. But a great comeback here for Jacksonville. Good gutsy character win as well, as they come away with this 3-2 victory. And here in game one, they've got the win and a 1-0 series lead here in this best-of-7 series between these two clubs. And right now, Jeff Pyle, he's not happy right now. He is still standing on the bench. He's the only really member of the Atlanta Gladiators remaining there. And this is kind of his way of saying he's not happy with the officials right now. He is furious right now. Certainly, Jeff Pyle just trying to stick up for his team, but Travis House, he's the last one to step off the ice right now. And he'll head down the tunnel as he was kind of waiting. The officials go in behind him. But there you go. Well, that's how this one ends. A 3-2 victory. Brendan Harris with an unbelievable third period here. He just kind of took control of the game and said, hey, I'm going to get us the tying goal and the go-ahead marker, boys, if you don't mind. And that's exactly what he did here this evening. So there you have it, Jacksonville getting a big effort there from Brendan Harris. And then, of course, Francois Broussard down the stretch there, making some big-time stops. As we'll have Arlie down on the ice with our #1 star of the game. They're going to get those announced here momentarily. Shots on goal in this game, 30 for Jacksonville, 26 for the Gladiators. In addition to how things, well, we'll go to the 3 stars with Joe Massa.
The #3 star from your Jacksonville Icemen. He scored the first goal tonight. Number 27, Ian McKinnon.
Ian McKinnon had the first goal and gets the #3 star here in this game.
Your #2 star with 24 saves, your ECHL goaltender of the year, number 33, Francois Broussard.
And Broussard, boy, he was big. You could make the case he's the #1 star of this game, no doubt about it, but he definitely was a star. But the man I think it's going to get #1 stepped up big time in the third.
Also from your Icemen with a pair of goals, number 83, Brendan Harris.
Yeah, there you go. 2 goals for Brendan Harris, the tying tally and the go-ahead marker for Brendan Harris. He'll toss a T-shirt into the stands as he is your #1 star here this evening. And he will be joined down on the ice with Arlie Johnson.
Brendan, what an effort from this team, trailing 2-1 going into the third period. What was the message from head coach Nick Luco in the locker room? Because whatever it was, it certainly worked.
Yeah, just stay with it, keep competing, and wear them down. That was pretty much the recipe.
And in that third period, you knew you were going to have to rely on Francois Broussard to make a couple of saves, but I don't know if we expected anything quite like that. He really showed why he was the ECHL goaltender of the year with a handful of saves in the final 10 minutes.
Absolutely, you hit it right on the head on that one.
Talk about jumping out to a 1-0 lead in this series and just how important it is to get the job done on home ice and hold serve here.
Absolutely, and especially with the best fans in the league, it made it real easy to play here.
Brendan, congratulations on your GWG. Let's go get him tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Joe, back to you.
And there you have it, your #1 star, Brendan Harris. What an acquisition he was from the Wheeling Nailers about the halfway point of the season. Not too shabby at all for Brendan Harris. He has made some big-time plays and some big-time moments. He does here in game 1, scoring 2 goals, the tying tally, and the go-ahead marker. And Brendan Harris, one of those acquisitions. The Icemen made several big-time trades during the middle of the year that ended up helping the team out, especially at a crucial time when they were just decimated with the call-ups. Of course, you know, everybody gets hit with that, but Jacksonville acquiring Harris from the Wheeling Nailers, and Harris just exploded onto the scene, and he earned his opportunity here tonight and gets the #1 star here in this one. But hey, Icemen up 1-0 in the series, and they have this 1-0 series lead heading into tomorrow night's game 2. And one thing you could say about this series, you know, it was real quiet in the first and second from the extracurriculars, the physical side. boy, did the heat get turned up there in the third. It got feisty, it got nasty, and the Icemen were able to come away with some good opportunities here. But this is a great chance here for Jacksonville to try to get a good hold on the series tomorrow if they can really get the game 2 here. But that's the way things played out here in this one, as it was a great chance there by the Gladiators down the stretch, but Francois Broussard is the one that made the big saves down the stretch here in this one. So we'll see how it plays out tomorrow, but I think we started to see that feisty edge towards the end of the game, and that really played a big-time role, a big-time factor here with the intensity being charged up in the building as well. So I would expect things to get even more heated tomorrow night as these two teams getting really into it, and that's another element to this series that I think kind of showed itself there late in that third period as well. But Jacksonville getting the victory here this evening, 3-2 in game 1 here of the South Division semifinals. Tickets available online right now at Ticketmaster.com and at JacksIcemen.com. And get those tickets on there right now. Friday night hockey here in Jacksonville. Again, this is game 2 of 4 that will be played here at Five Star Veterans Memorial Arena. And I welcome back Arlie. He looks a little winded. He had to go up the steps there. He's got the Gatorade going, and he's gonna put the headset back on here. But Arlie, what a big time win here for the club here. Great way to get things started.
Really was, and to do it and come from behind fashion, just incredible stuff from Jacksonville. They had 7 wins this year when trailing after 2 periods. They were in that situation tonight, needing one. They got one. Brendan Harris with a pair of goals in the opening 5 minutes of the third period, and he deserved the #1 star, but to me, a clear-cut 1A, Francois Broussard. We addressed it in about the 10-minute mark of the third period that he was going to have to make a couple of big saves. I think it might have been maybe 4 or 5 big saves in the final 10 minutes when it was all said and done, because without Francois Broussard, the Icemen, at minimum, are in the locker room waiting for overtime. And it's possible that Atlanta could have taken this away in what would have been a gut punch of a game, but instead, it is Francois Broussard showing why he was the ECHL goaltender of the year. Without him, I don't think the Icemen win this game, Reader.
No, I don't think they do. I mean, I said there when they were doing the 3 stars that arguably could have made him #1 with what he came down the stretch. But you know what? You got a guy in Brendan Harris who stepped up. You need those big-time guys to make a big-time play in those situations. Had a tying goal and the go-ahead marker in the third. He gets that #1 star, but hey, Broussard, unbelievable. Some of those saves and stepping up there. He bailed out his club on a number of occasions there late.
Without a question he did, but this was a team effort here from Jacksonville tonight. They never let Atlanta get any further ahead. Remember, Jacksonville trailed twice in this game. It's very difficult to come back from a multi-goal deficit in the playoffs. I mean, it's hard to do it in the regular season. In the postseason, I would probably times 10 on the odds of coming back from 2 goals or more down in the playoffs. But Jacksonville, in 2 situations where they were down by 1, got right back into it, tied the game. Huge goal from Ian McKinnon late in the first period to draw even and just let the Icemen continue to play their game. And then also, it was Brendan Harris early on in the third period in a crazy kind of deflection. And then once that game went to 2-2, that really kind of changed things and allowed Jacksonville to play their game again instead of playing uphill, chase it down kind of hockey. They didn't have to do that for very long because each time Atlanta scored tonight, the Icemen were able to respond in fairly quick fashion. And now it really sets the tone for game 2 here, Reader. The Icemen obviously feeling great about things because they got the job done in come-from-behind fashion. But from Atlanta's standpoint, I don't think that this is necessarily a devastating loss. If I'm Jeff Pyle, Atlanta's head coach, I'm thinking, okay, we didn't win this one, but I love the pushback in the final 10 minutes. We did everything but tie the game. That's what Atlanta would be saying right now. So they're going to be encouraged despite the loss. The Icemen obviously will be encouraged because they won and played a good game to get there. And I think it really sets the stage for what's going to be a fantastic game 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, it really will. And again, one of the things I talked about there before you came back up was how the ugliness between the two teams
really
kind of showed itself in that third period after kind of a quiet 2 periods. But boy, that the intensity is now starting to get out. It's official. It's on now between these two teams. And just for everything you said there, I think if you're Atlanta, you did everything you could do. You did everything but score and tie the game up. And, and that's something they can hang their hat on here. I don't think either side really thought this was going to be, there's going to be a lot of blowouts in this series. It's here we are, first game, another 1-goal game between these two.
Yeah, it's crucial in the playoffs. When there are games where either team could get the job done and get the victory, those are the ones you got to have. Sometimes you just severely outplay your opponent and you get the victory. Sometimes you just know that you get beat and you take the L. But these kind of games where it could go either way, when you manage to find a way to get the W in those situations, that is what makes or breaks a series to me. Jacksonville was able to get the job done. Timely offense, incredible goaltending late, and a solid team effort. The defense was great. The penalty killing was also great late in this contest. The Gladiators had a power play in the final 5 minutes and did not do, it was not able to obviously convert with the help of Francois Broussard, who may have been their best penalty killer tonight.
Yeah, he really was. So Jacksonville getting the opportunity here tonight to show their stuff, and they did just that here early. They got a 1-0 series lead, and I can't wait for tomorrow after the way this one ended.
No question about it, Reader. Thank you so much. A great setup for the remainder of this series. Jacksonville goes on top in this best-of-7 series, 1-0 with a 3-2 victory over the Atlanta Gladiators tonight. Remember, the first 4 games all at home here in Jacksonville. Game 2 is tomorrow night right back here in Jacksonville. Games 3 and 4 also at home here in Jacksonville next week, Wednesday night and Thursday night of next week. We certainly hope that you can all make it out here and cheer the Icemen on for what they hope will be a first-round playoff victory. This is the first time the Icemen have ever led a playoff series with this victory tonight, but they're not satisfied with that. They have 15 more wins to go if they're going to capture the Kelly Cup. This is just game 1. There's a long way to go and a lot of intensity and a lot of drama to unfold in front of us. It all is going to begin again tomorrow evening. Jacksonville hosting Atlanta, game 2 of this best-of-7 series against the Atlanta Gladiators. Game time at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you so much to Gemstone Media. Of course, thank you to our off-ice crew, led by Kate Truslow and all the work that they do. And Alex, for you, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night for now, but we'll be right back with you tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock as the Icemen look to go up 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. Jacksonville draws first blood in this series. They're up 1-0 with a 3-2 victory over the Atlanta Gladiators tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in on your platform of choice, whether it's on Mixlr or on flowhockey.tv. We appreciate you, and we certainly hope you come back with us tomorrow night. For everyone else involved, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. What a great night for hockey.